So, our adventurers finally got to the end of the Tomb of Xander, collected the weapons of the Dragonlords, defeated the Minotaur Grixis, circumnavigated the maze and several traps along the way, and have finally made it back out to camp, and are returning back to the city of Estoria. And that is where we meet our crew, camping out in the wilderness.
Oh boy, I do like camping.
Alright, so you guys are all at camp. Everybody, please make sure that you've taken a long rest, regain half your hit dice, along with regain all your spell slots and abilities that reset on short or long rests.
Okay.
Does anybody have anything they want to go over during this rest?
It's also max health, correct?
Sure. Yes, your health goes back up to full. Lord,
you, sir.
Your character's max hit points are now reset to normal level of max hit points.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I fetched him the amount that was lost earlier.
Just gonna do Marcos's character sheet here for a moment. Just gonna make sure he's good to go. Probably shouldn't have our fighter be the person who's most not in attendance.
It's okay, bro. We have me. All right.
Yeah.
Tech stuff.
Alrighty.
Oh, I mean, I could run the fighter in combat if you want. Fighters, I'm pretty comfortable with.
No, it's more of having the player here, less of running it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I did have a question for Ron.
Okay. That's cool.
Oh, wait, no, I just answered my own question, sorry. I was going to ask if this counted as find the fabled treasures of the Dragonlords, but it's a different treasure. Sorry.
This is the fabled weapons of the Dragonlords.
No, the treasures, not the weapon.
Yes.
It's for my little... Oh.
Yes, it's the same thing.
I accomplished one of my things.
Potentially.
Oh.
Do you know which one specifically you're looking for?
All I knew was there's treasure here.
Yes, everyone's epic paths were looking for specific items, not the generic quest items.
Oh, never mind. Not yet. My bad.
So I believe you guys picked up the Axe of Xander, the Breastplate of Mitros, and the Shield of Vulcan.
Mm-hmm.
See, we found some Dragonlord armor. It wasn't fucking mine, so it doesn't count.
Unless it was the whole time.
Or it was in our hearts.
So,
all along.
You guys are all sitting around a campfire, resting.
Braun is chewing on some hay.
Where did he get this hay?
No, just grass from around, I guess.
Okay.
I think start. Oh, has Zyron woken up yet?
Yes, he has.
I guess he has. I guess I'll fill him in. So, Zyron, when you were knocked out, we made a group decision. We decided that we couldn't really rest in the necropolis, now especially with the siege coming so soon. So we're deciding to take our chances and go deal with the centaur chieftain. Hopefully defeat him, get him the fuck off, and Pythor will be in our gratitude to get rid of your curse. That's our current hope.
As I wake up and he explains this to me, I look for the necklace.
Oh.
You do not find it on your person.
Do you see the necklace anywhere? I'm now like turning things over, just making sure that it's nowhere near us.
Not that I could see.
Do you feel any different?
It's not the feeling of being different. The necklace is supposed to appear every morning if I was still cursed.
Huh.
Unless
is
if
the
it's not
evening.
morning. Oh, I thought this was after the long rest, bro.
Oh, I thought so too. Well, no, it might have been like we rested until evening.
You guys were
'Cause remember-
inside of a necropolis for a few hours.
Yeah, just a few hours.
Never mind.
So you find it, all right.
Well,
Well,
we'll see.
no.
We'll see.
We'll see, but none of my hit point shits are fixed yet.
Well, yeah, after a long rest, I don't know. But I guess we'll find in the morning, buddy, huh?
Did you guys at least return it to the spot that I think it should have gone?
There is literally no time left. I'm sorry. I did suggest it, but people wanted to. The place was dangerous, especially with you unconscious. We didn't want to risk you.
Do you want us to go back with you and put it?
How can we go back? The payment to enter we do not have.
It's true. We'll find another way.
We said with the, like I said, a grateful God will likely be more inclined to help you.
Let's hope.
Let's hope indeed. I think that since we're in camp now, we should discuss something. Like, who will hold on to the, at least not pocket, but who will hold on to the gear that we found? The Dragonlords.
Do we
Well,
know what any
certainly.
of the gear does?
Definitely not going to use that voice for Charistus. Sorry.
No. Most of us are not arcane in nature. Nyx and Charistus are, but if they haven't taken a look yet, either they can't do it or everyone's too tired yet. I think it's more practicality of like just at least carrying it, not really utilizing it. Until we can find out what they do. We have an axe, we have a breastplate, and a shield.
How about I throw on the breastplate and you shoot me with an arrow and we see if anything happens. And then we move on to the shield and someone stand and let me hit them with the axe. We could just test them all. Maybe not the axe.
Well, we know what the axe does. Didn't it extend somehow? Turn into a hand axe and turn into a big axe or something? I don't know how we can do that, but it's definitely something.
We have Marcos.
See. Ron, I like the idea, but I don't really want to risk anyone, if that makes sense. I mean, there's no harm in testing them out and theorizing. I just don't really want to shoot you with an arrow. That's it.
Why don't you guys hand me the shield, since you guys don't quite believe Vulcan is the god that we seek?
Ooh, I haven't met. You mentioned that was the guy that gave you a quest. Is a god?
Yes, but most people in town don't believe he is and think he's just a kook.
I don't know. I went with you. He seemed pretty godly. Also
And
weird.
and others within our party seems to think similar thoughts.
I mean, if there's I guess to explain for myself, if there's a man claiming to be Pythor on a throne, I think I believe that. And if there's a man at a forge, was it, claiming to be
A
Vulcan?
blacksmith's shop.
Oh, yeah. To be including Vulcan, well, I might be inclined to. There's a lot of shit, but yeah, if you want to use, it makes more sense. Your style of fighting includes a shield. I think it'd be a toss between you and Marcus to carry. I guess you guys could decide between you two. Because I'm not opposed to you carrying it. As for me, I can't. A breastplate would rely on dexterity in a sense, and
Quick recap for Marcos.
Yes.
Was that Adam's here?
Rowan, do
Oh, you guys are at camp, just about a couple hours out from the necropolis.
Mm-hmm.
Understood.
We just got back. We got the artifacts.
Leaving the necropolis.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We are not got it.
Yep.
And we are planning to go back inside, or we're heading to Estoria?
You guys
We're heading
got
to
all
Astoria.
the artifacts from the Tomb of Xander, and you defeated the Minotaur who was guarding it, Graxus.
Right.
And we're
More
heading back to
precisely,
the.
though, Xander himself woke up and gave you guys his shield, his breastplate, and the axe that the Minotaur was using.
Mm-hmm. And the
So it
shield was
wasn't
apparently
like
called.
grave robbing. He was straight up gifted.
Got it.
And the shield is apparently called the Shield of Vulcan. And right now it's a toss-up. Zirin and Motley are having an open discussion of who should have the shield. It's a toss-up between Zirin and Marcus. Zirin suggested himself, but Motley also suggested that Marcus also uses the shield too. So.
And the reason why I suggested myself is because people within the party don't believe Vulcan is an actual god. You know, the Vulcan we met.
Wait, did we get the shield from Vulcan, I say in air quotes, or was it given to us by the guy in the tomb?
It was given to us by the guy in the tomb, but the shield is called the Shield of Vulcan.
Okay. So
I'll describe each of these pieces of quote-unquote weaponry and armor, and we'll go from there. So let's start with the Axe of Xander. This weapon, it looks like it's several different metals, all bronze, kind of carved and warped into the shape of an axe, with what looks like a red glowing eye. The handle of it looks like it's wrapped up in dragon hide, and there looks like a talon from a dragon sticking out of the bottom. And it's gold and black in color. I'm sorry, bronze and black in color. The breastplate is an extremely ornate set of breastplate made out of material you do not recognize. And the shield itself is a golden shield with the face of a lion depicted on it, as if it's kind of reaching out of the shield, ready to bite something. Its fangs are bare, or its teeth are bared. Now, the Axe of Vulcan the Axe of Xander is straight up a great axe. It's not like a one-handed axe.
Oh, yeah.
I had assumed that.
Okay, cool. That's a martial weapon. Definitely can't use it.
But yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna fight over the shield, but if it was, a toss-up between if we believed the Shield of Vulcan, I have no reason not to believe it is, considering it was handed to us by a Dragonlord. So,
So, in character now. Marcos, what about you? What do you think about the shield?
I mean, it seems authentic.
Well, no, I mean, like, would it be something you would be likely to use, or would you rather Zirin hold it?
I mean, I'd likely use a shield, considering I use shield when I fight, but, I'm not going to fight someone else over it. If he wants it more than me, then he's, sure to have it if he wants it.
Engage him in a game of dice for them.
You know what? Why not? We'll roll dice.
Yeah, it's only fair that way. All right, Zirin, you and Marcos could settle this that way. As for the other ones, before we get dice rolling,
Marcos, I also already gave you your long rest, so just refill your action surge and second wind, and then you're all squared away.
but yeah, me personally, I cannot use breastplates because I'm not very dexterous. So I guess it'd be a.
Why don't we solve the breastplate option first?
That's what I'm saying. I'm moving on. We're not going to be dice rolling it, Zirin. But
Charistus looks around.
something you see?
Well, he wears heavy armor. You wear heavy armor. The only
I
two
wear
that
no
seem
armor.
to be wearing any breastplate or armor at all is Edis and Brontinus.
Yes.
I'm like wearing full chain, so I don't need that.
So
I'm
I
wearing the
guess-
breastplate already, are I not?
You're already wearing a set of breastplate.
Okay, so... Alright. Who does it look better on? I, hold it up. Goes up my waist.
Well, you
Charistus makes
saw-
a joke and says, Edis, why don't you get in there? Let's take a look.
Yeah. Edith is she's just sleeping. Oh, she's passed out.
Mhm.
Yeah, Edis has been sleeping this whole entire time.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Well, if anyone wants the axe, I guess I don't mind if I do.
The battle axe? Can I give up your shield for
The
that?
great axe.
Oh, sorry. Whoa. Oh yeah.
I might, like you said, I might be able to shrink it.
I don't know. It's just theorized. I don't know anything about magic.
Can I grab the axe and just wave it around and see if something happens?
You grab the axe and you go to wave it around.
Get big!
You feel an intense feeling of hatred.
Oh.
I drop it. Oh my fucking god!
Huh. You alright there?
It feels the same way about me that I feel about my coat.
Oh.
Yeah.
Disappointed?
No, hatred.
Oh,
Oh.
I'd say arguably the former was worse.
Motley goes to pick it up. See what happens. He's waiting to see if he feels
You
hatred
feel an intense feeling of hatred.
towards myself.
You don't know. You just start feeling this feeling.
I think it affects. Oh man, I'm a little angry. I think it affects your emotions. Because I wasn't very hateful one moment ago, and now I'm just oof.
Oh wait, yeah, that's actually a good. So hate, do you feel it emanating hate, or it makes you feel hateful?
It makes you feel hateful.
Oh,
Yeah, I just
could one say enraged?
no, just
No, alright.
It doesn't throw
feeling
you
of
into
just-
a rage, no.
Yeah.
No, just feeling unbashedly hatred, not towards anyone in particular, just hatred,
Hating just to hate,
Let-
basically.
just hating to hate.
Let me see it.
It is your brother in arms, so he hands it over. I wouldn't. I think it'd be a toss between me and Braun on that one.
So am I feeling anything?
You get a feeling of disgust. As if you're disgusted with what's going on around you.
So no
Marcus,
different.
hold on to it.
Oh, we're all holding it? Okay, I guess I'm holding on to it. I'm not going to use it, by the way, but I will hold
I didn't
it.
either, I just hold it.
Just touch it. Just touch it, man.
Marcos, you
Am I
get an
getting a
intense
murder bond?
feeling of fear when you hold it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm putting this shit down. Fuck that.
What did you all feel when you held it?
Felt like shitting my pants.
Zarin?
Disgust.
And me and Braun both felt hate.
So
Well,
Braun
then I
should
guess
use it.
Fine,
That's
though.
probably true.
Braun should use it then.
I'm not opposed to this.
I don't know. I kind of want to see what happens if Nyx holds it.
Yeah, come on, give me a chance.
Yeah, let's give everyone a touch.
Yeah. Let's see what emotions we feel.
Struggle to pick it up nonetheless.
So Nyx feels.
Horny.
Surprise.
Well, that's surprising.
What's
What?
that?
Nothing. It's just surprising.
Oh.
That's surprising, I guess.
I have an idea. Since me and Braun are both shield users, what if we do on again, off again? Like we swap and one of us gets to use it.
No, I want to use the
Honestly-
axe. I don't mind the hate.
Don't think it's great for our cleric feeling hate.
Mm,
Do you know how I channel my divinity? It's hatred. Lord of Storms, I think you forget.
Huh.
Yeah, but just overall hatred. What happens if the hate does consume you and you just decide to kill everyone? Braun already tries to do that, so
Doesn't change much.
I don't really consume me, but I don't know. I'm not gonna fight over it. If it was a hand axe, I would probably vouch more
If
for
no
it.
one's gonna use it, I mean, like, what did we even bring it out here for? Like, come on.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, I'm down. I
Yeah,
don't mind.
Give it to the fucking Minotaur.
yeah.
Here you go.
alright. Now who gets the breastplate?
We rolling dice for this? Actually,
No.
never mind.
That's the shield.
That's the shield.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Who gets the breastplate?
Since Braun already has one and the axe, I think Ada should have this. But she's sleeping currently. We'll tell her when she wakes up. It'd be a nice surprise.
Throw it on her. She'll wake up and put two and two together.
All right,
that
now
could be
that's
fun, says Charistus.
all right. I guess we're fucking with our teammates. Let's do this.
Get your freaking prinksty attitude off of Christus.
Out of respect, if we're actually going to do this, Charistus says that she should be the one to do it. Hashtag other female in group.
Johnny's back.
I see.
Johnny's back.
I see. Well, if you want to do it, I'm not going to stop you, Charistus. In the meantime, I think I believe our...
You just...
Anyways, I believe Marcos and Zarin, you have something to sort out.
Apparently.
Yeah, it doesn't matter either way. Just might as well roll the dice.
Honestly, it's just a toss-up between you and you two. Like me and Braun for the axe, but,
Am I
I pick-
rolling my dice set, or are we just rolling a d6?
I pick up the shield to see if I feel anything.
Nothing.
Damn. Thought this would be something that we could use. Oh well.
I mean, if anything else, it's a cool looking shield.
Yep.
So we rolling for it? Or would you rather I just say no, you can have it?
It's up to you.
I mean, I'd
No
like a
fun.
cool shield. I'd like a cool looking shield, but I'd rather just give us both an opportunity. So roll the dice.
So I guess you're both rolling d6s, or what's up? How you decide?
Yeah, I don't know.
You guys would both roll 3d6.
Oh,
All right.
That would be like an applicable dice game if you had a cup of dice.
I do have a dice set with me, but I don't know if proficiency does shit for that. So whatever.
No,
If-
that's more like playing games and something along those
Like, I
lines.
know.
Like
Alright.
gambling,
Like
for
flipping it.
example.
You could just flip a
Oh,
coin.
I don't think you're gonna beat me.
No. What the 50?
All right, and with straight rolls of 6, 6, and 6 on Marcos's dice, he's clearly the victor.
I think the gods want me to have the shield. I'm not going to lie.
I
There
guess
was ever any
Vulcan wants
doubt.
you.
Edis, you're gonna be really happy with this set of breastplate. I just looked at your stats. You're gonna be really happy.
Number of the Give me that cool looking shield.
I'm kind of pouty. I didn't get anything, but I'll deal with
I
it.
hand it over.
Alrighty, so once you guys finish your long rest, you actually attune to these items, and I'm gonna give you guys each an individual entry on what the item does. So Edis, you will find this in your handouts. I will read it out loud to everybody, but to reference it later, only the person wearing it will have the information. So a character who has the breastplate of Mitros or Mitros gets +1 to AC, so it's a +1 breastplate, and they get +1 to Charisma while wearing the armor. Giants and Titans have disadvantage on their attacks against an opponent wearing the breastplate.
Cool.
All right, the Axe of Xander. You know that this axe is actually a sentient axe, and it's a great axe +1.
Cool.
You notice that it can actually see some stuff out into the distance, almost farther than you can, and it seems to be able to hear just as well as you can, because it's reacted to other people saying stuff while you were holding it, or it was just on your person.
Okay.
And you're starting to
Okay.
realize that it communicates by transferring emotion to its owner or user.
Okay.
The other thing
So
is
what's
that
that fucking mean?
I
you've
know-
kind of
Oh, yeah.
communicated
Yeah.
with it almost like a mental bond, and you kind of understand that this axe's primary purpose is to destroy giants and titans. And when you hit one of those creatures with this weapon, it deals an extra 3d6 points of force damage. It also transmits a tremendous sense of satisfaction and well-being to its user when it kills a giant or titan. You will also heal 1d6 hit points when this happens.
Okay.
What does the rage, fear, and disgust mean?
You have no idea. It's just trying to communicate.
Cool.
All right.
I'm
I
gonna
just
send
imagine
it.
the axe's
And who has
eyeballs
the
like
golden shield
flicking
of
between
Vulcan?
us as we're passing it around. That would be me.
All right. So this one's an interesting one. It's not crazy or awesome, but it's interesting. So the golden shield of Vulcan. This golden shield has, well, the lion engraved on the front. 3 times per day, as a bonus action, the user can cast the spell Thunder Wave.
Cool.
The spell is accompanied by the mighty roar of a lion, and the lion carving will animate. You also found out that the severed head of any medium or smaller creature can be attached to the front of the shield by wedging it into the lion's teeth. And for this purpose, the user can spend an action to activate this head and will gain the benefit of one of the creature's traits for 5 rounds.
What the fuck?
Spellcasting of
awesome.
any kind will not work. So you can't cast spells while this is active. And it can only be used once per day. And once used, the head disintegrates into ash.
So I can cast Thunderwave 3 times a day and also steal the traits
Yeah, that's
of a
wild.
medium small
That's
animal if I
wild.
put it in the jaws of the lion?
Yep.
That's fucking
Yeah.
awesome.
Yo,
And while
let's trade,
holding the
bro.
shield,
Take this
you
back.
have advantage on initiative rolls and wisdom perception checks. In
What?
addition, while holding the shield, you can also understand and speak the Draconic language.
Bro, what the
I can already
fuck?
do that, but still, it's awesome.
Fuck my axe, bro. What the fuck? What the fuck?
So I
The
just
shield's so
plus
good.
5 to my. Do I just plus 5 to my passive perception or what?
Yeah, +5 to your passive perception. Your lion shield will be like, rawr, and you'll be like, oh shit, there's something over there.
Oh my god.
I just gotta remember my passive perception's at 18 now because I can't
Okay, so
manually
you can
increase
actually
it.
change that if you go to the cogwheel on the right side. There's a thing for passive modifiers. You can scroll down and add it.
That's right. You showed me about that. Never mind. I got it.
Sounds good? All right. So you wake up the next day, and you have
If
another
I had that shield,
haunting
my passive
nightmare.
perception would be 20.
And it's the same nightmare of you being tortured by that same woman in your dreams. And everybody has their weird moment of madness when they wake up, if everybody remembers what they were.
I wake up and instantly go back to sleep.
Yep.
I sit there for like 10 minutes because I remember that being.
Didn't Braun get running away?
Yep. He
Something
wakes
like
up
that.
screaming like a madman and starts booking it.
Yeah, that's also going inside the
Oh
epic
my
verse as my
Bro.
Keep in mind that an epic verse is an epic. It's not a recounting of every detail in the story. Only the
Sweet.
relevant moments. And that's what nat 20s and natural ones are.
Sick.
Just passively every morning.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
that's every.
So without further
Very
ado,
morning.
Edis, you finally wake up. And you're wearing what seems to be a set of breastplate. I take it Edis can't use their mic today?
Edis says, okay, which one of you touched me?
Charistus points at the Minotaur.
I point at the Minotaur.
I point at the
Point.
Minotaur.
I point at the sky. At the
With like a
Infinite Sword.
confused look at my face, like me?
I look for a necklace.
You cannot find the necklace.
You're free.
Maybe.
Guys,
What?
I don't have the necklace.
That's great. I'm gonna go use the bathroom.
Did you check your other pocket?
I will check, just because.
And you find a silver necklace. Very familiar. No, I'm kidding.
What the
No.
fuck?
Okay. I was about to say Ron. I wouldn't put it past you,
Yeah.
but that bullshit would.
Polar Express.
He's like, he brings it up next session, and you're still
And
hungry.
the odd feeling around your neck, it's unusual. Because you woke up without a necklace.
Okay. I was about to say... Stop doing that. Stop it. Anyways, I would tell Edis that it was Charistus. Remember, guys, we are all allies.
Yes. You just ruined the pun. Oh. Edis said insight. Sorry, I was too busy tending to our monk, who was like having a breakdown of their neck. Should you try your other pocket? God, Polar Express.
No, hold on, guys. I have to go discuss some things with Motley behind a tree.
You hit me. If you fucking hit me, my thunder will get you, bitch.
All right, guys, come on. Back in character. Let's go. All right, so Edis, you can tell that there's a jovial nature going around the most of the camp, and Brontinus seems genuinely confused.
If I did it in my sleep, maybe that's why the harpies didn't come and take me away.
Man, this weird land is weird.
Yes, I witnessed it. He has the hands of a weather when it comes to unclothing women, apparently.
How can such muscular hands be so gentle when they need to be?
Yes, I question
Yes,
only
I've never
God
seen
for the
anything
answer.
quite like it.
Right here in the epic tale. Did you see it? Right
My
here.
My character just shakes my head and continues packing up camp.
Edis winks at Brontinus.
Oh,
Do you want a massage? Is that
Oh,
you asking for?
I was like, all right, now I'm going back to packing. I don't want to say that.
Charistus also packs up her campsite.
Yeah.
Too
Nick's,
far, bro.
Gets
Too
an,
far.
Nick's an unseen servant to do it.
Huh?
We're not in
enough.
Eberron anymore.
Oh, he's a bar. Oh, that's right.
All right, and your tent gets properly packed away and carried by your unseen servant. Just reminding you guys that you are still only a little bit outside of the necropolis at Tillamook.
All right.
It has verbal components, so we're just hearing him chant for 10 minutes.
I'm assuming it's more of a cant or like a little poem he's doing. He's a bard after all.
Yeah. It'd be me for chanting. So everyone, we got the plan, right? We head back to Estoria, we challenge the war chief, and hopefully save the day.
Yeah, and then after that,
What's everybody's passive perception check?
My
15.
pass 18.
1 second.
Not that.
It's
All right.
13 for me.
Our two shield bros. They can hear in the distance the sound of howling wolves.
Let's go.
Ferocious in
Let's
nature.
go.
And it's not even like they're far from you. It's not like they're just down the ravine from you.
Let's weigh the options here. The gods provide us sacks full of EXP.
I wait just a couple of seconds. Are they getting closer or are they staying where they're at?
You can start hear their barking and snarling as they seem to be chasing something.
No, I'd
Don't
be
like-
disinterested in a pack of wolves, but they seem to be chasing.
Yeah.
What do you guys hear?
Wolves chasing something, and if that something is something that needs our help, I don't know.
Well, we have a little bit more than 2 days, so maybe we can make a small detour and go deal with that.
Remind me why we're challenging the war chief again.
To prevent the daughter of Pythor from being eaten.
You know, you're like god of war.
Okay, I
Killed,
thought we
whatever.
solved that already. Are you guys still think?
Because
You
what
guys still think she's going to be sacrificed even after we killed the basilisk?
That's the whole reason why we went out here. Like,
Yeah.
this was a mute discussion a long time ago.
Yes.
You guys went up here to grab the weapons so that you guys could fight the centaurs to get the army to leave so that she wouldn't have to be sacrificed.
Yeah. Because no one wanted it, everyone would prefer to fight the war chief rather than sacrifice anything.
Well, I mean,
I wouldn't.
exactly. That's the whole reason we fought the basilisk. Like, even if she gets tied down there, she's not going to get turned to stone. I keep telling you people,
it was
it's a
the other
sacrifice of time, not an actual life.
It was the
Didn't
other.
specify that she needs to die.
It was the others that decided that. Okay. I gave my
You know
words.
what?
I gave my insight.
You guys, group decision, or made that oath, whatever.
Okay,
Don't
but what about
believe
the
me?
wolves? What about the wolves? Come on, we gotta decide right now.
Arrgh! Everybody can hear it now.
Hold on.
Are we staying? Or are we running?
You know me, I'm
Let's
gonna say
go.
A
stay.
harpy
Let's-
flies past your camp.
Jesus.
Well, looks like we're staying.
After it, Braun's gonna chase it.
Ron, not.
Keep
the
in
wolves,
mind that it's
though.
flying across the ravine that is like a sheer
It's in the
cliff
direction of the wolves, right?
away from the wolves.
Oh, away from the wolves. I thought it was going towards it. That's why I was. All right, never mind. All right.
And the
So
wolves
you
happen
said
upon
8.
you
Before what happened.
as they're baring their teeth towards you.
Well then. Warhammer
How,
and Shield now, because
how thin do these wolves look?
They don't look thin.
Mmm.
Thick wolves.
They don't look thick either. They look like they're healthy though.
And how
Although for you
large
to
is the
be
pack?
100% certain, you need a nature check.
Mm. How large is the pack?
It's about 6 of them.
I'll get ready
One of
for the
them's
fight.
significantly larger than the rest of them.
Oh.
The big one. Ooh.
Oh. I will grab my shield and put
Warhammer
it
I'm
and
already in
Shield.
that. I'm already in that battle stance. I'm fucking bashing the shield, getting ready for war.
They start slowly making their way towards you.
I grab my javelin.
Come on, kill me.
I am fully equipped now.
Same.
I lean over to our shield bro. Why not use the shield?
One walks up and licks you guys.
What?
That is off-putting, but a welcome surprise.
It's
What
at
about
this
the rest
point
of
where
them?
even the large one comes up and nuzzles with Brontinus.
Oh,
Oh,
Can I insight check?
You can. You'll have disadvantage because you're inciting animals.
Thank you. Okay.
I'm gonna give it hella pets, bro.
11.
They seem friendly.
They seem friendly.
are they all going up to Brontinus? Or are they just kind of like walking
No,
around
the
us?
really big one went up to Rontinus. The other, like everybody has like one in their vicinity, kind of being friendly towards you.
Do I have? Is there anything to eat here? Can I give it like a snack?
You totally could.
All right, I'm gonna.
All right, it takes the snack, and then it like
Nice.
barks at you a couple times, and then
Yeah.
starts like moving in a direction, and then stops and turns back at you.
Where's the
Waiting.
harpy?
Though the harpy flew fucking away. They were like, nope.
Okay.
Guys, it wants us to follow them.
You speak wolf?
No, but maybe I do.
Arr! And then the other ones kind of move over to where the big, large wolf is, and they seem to be going down the mountain in a direction.
Where's the direction in relation to Estoria?
Well, the path you were going to take is straight ahead of you, and they're going like slightly right. So you have no idea where they'd be taking you.
Relatively,
But it's kind of sort of Estoria direction-esque.
I say we follow them, and if they peel too far off away from the Estoria path, then we head back.
You
Or maybe
just
not.
follow.
I'd start following you. Just
Ron, I have another question.
What's up?
Are any of the gods or titans depicted like they have like some association with wolves?
Well, religion.
I will. fuck me.
I mean, animals are part of nature, right? And I mean, Thylea is sort of the god of nature because she is the physical continent you guys are kind of standing on, but at the same time, and you guys did sacrifice the great boar to Thylea, so it's kind of
I was just gonna say, yeah.
you'd be reaching, but it could be.
Like as he's falling with his friends with the wolves, he does mention, wolves are part of nature. The goddess Thylia is more in kin with nature. And if I recall correctly, you guys did sacrifice to her, so maybe this might be it's a bit of a reach, but this might be something.
Are the wolves stealthing at all, or are they just running through?
They're not stealthing, and they're not running. They're like walking at a brisk pace.
Trotting.
Is there at any point where we get far away from the path to where we feel like we should make a decision?
They move through some shrubs on the edge of a cliff, and they seem to have disappeared.
I'll follow.
So they're just gone now.
Brontinus, you follow and you go through the shrubs.
Yeah.
Does anybody else follow?
Is he just gone?
He's in private chat. I put him there.
Braun?
What?
Is anybody else following him?
I'll call out to him.
Oh, he'll probably respond. Edis is following. Okay. I'm just bringing people who are going through to give them the information so that they can relay the information. Because you're obviously
sorry, I guess
asking
I
us
cut
stuff.
out.
No,
Nix will go
I'm
through.
moving you to private chat because I got stuff to tell you.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That was Nick.
I have to.
All right. So you guys find that there seems to be another road. It doesn't look like it's too well traveled, as the bushes seem to have grown and kind of covered this kind of path, but it seems to zigzag down the mountainside. And you can actually see in the distance, it meets up with a road, and you can kind of see Estoria from here.
Oh,
And fuck you guys for coming over to private chat.
Well, we tried
We-
telling you. We tried telling you, but you left.
So we can't decide to walk through the bush after you leave?
No, because you already were asking Brontinus, and I was trying to get that reaction for you. So, let's go.
guys, over here. There's a road to Estoria.
All right.
You guys can
Walk
also
through.
see that the wolves are also further down this road.
Well,
Bye,
secret
buddies.
path?
Suppose it doesn't matter.
And then they all kind of scatter into the wilds.
Nice.
That was a sign, definitely.
Friends for life.
So, is the path a more direct route from Astoria than where we would have gone, or?
You have no idea, but I need an active perception check from people now.
He
Okay.
just says, let's go, come on. Before perception, but yeah.
Because you guys are clearly looking to try and discern information.
13.
Oops, that's not.
Ooh,
Brontinus
That's fine,
is very
Bron.
observant.
I'm just going to subtract your charisma from it
Sick. So.
and
20.
your proficiency modifier from it. I don't know why you're proficient in... Oh, Gladiator. That's right. All right, Brontinus.
Yep.
You can see what looks like massive stone hands standing by the road where this connects.
Like sculptures?
Yes, like massive stone sculptures of hands.
Alright. Does anyone know what this gate is?
This what?
Gate. It's like a gate. It's like two
The
hands.
time we saw stone hands last time was at the necropolis.
Correction, it
road
was
there.
right outside Astoria.
Ah,
Oh,
Wait,
so are we?
the arms. That was the arms I left the offering to Kentamine. That means we're near Estoria.
Great.
Really? I'm almost
should be getting there
else
quickly.
Estoria in the distance.
Guess that was maybe a shortcut. Let's keep going. Edith continues on.
All right, you all managed to reach Astoria by nightfall.
Sweet.
So we have one more day after this.
During
By
the
the
evening, you notice that the
way-
moon is not full. It is transitioning from the half to the full.
By the way, guys, probably should tell you this now. I kind of promised our services to a bunch of grieving dwarves that we'd help them find the remnants of their ancestors and bury them
Do you know,
where at?
in the mines.
well, here's the thing, friend. If we don't deal with that chieftain, the dwarves are staying here, correct?
Yeah.
If we don't deal with the chieftain, those dwarves are dead and they cannot pay you. So we need to
Yeah.
deal with the chieftain. Afterwards, yeah. After the chieftain,
I
we
sound
can
like
go.
a broken record here, telling you guys that all we need to do is watch her by the water.
It's a bit
You
risky.
guys seem to be set in believing that a sacrifice has to be death every time.
No, I'm not. I didn't say that priorly. You're just looking for a fight now.
Kira,
No, I
who
understand you're
has been
agreeing
with you
with
this
me.
whole time, does
Ugh.
bring up the fact that the Rock of Esther, no one has survived the night.
Yes.
She also brings up the fact that the mines are just a day's walk outside the city.
Be risking it.
So it's close enough to do after we defeat the centaur.
Also,
I mean-
keep your fucking voice down. Knights of Sidon, remember.
That's why I'm saying this. Listen, you were right. Nobody survives the night. But say we get rid of the thing that's killing everyone, then what is the point of the sacrifice rock? It has none.
Unless if they
Well, for
send
killing stuff,
something.
why not kill the centaur?
Unless if they send something else because they know we maybe possibly blew up their whole operation.
How would
Look,
they know
everyone,
that?
if you really want to go fight with the centaur, I must strongly advise against it. Especially if
See?
you try and trick them.
Christus or Kira?
This is Kira.
Thank you, Kira, for being a voice of reason.
I mean, they are battle veteran. And who knows what else they might have with them.
I did suggest the alternate sacrifice, but no one took a bite on that.
So you want to sacrifice someone else?
I was willing to, but
You know what? Go for it.
I'm
Drive them
not.
down to there. I will guarantee you that nothing will happen unless they straight out attack them, because
well,
We
the
can't
thing is,
risk-
well, hang on, listen. It was gonna be 50 cattle, which Pythor
If
was
you're
going
so
to...
sure,
Hold on,
Dragon, why don't we tie you?
I don't
Yes.
want us to split up, says Edith Valentino. Remember what happened last time?
No one's splitting up. Everyone, stop.
I'm not
All
gonna
right,
say anything about
to-
splitting up.
To fill in Marcos. Marcos, the current deal I have with the Knights of Sidon would be 50 cattle that Pythor himself was willing to get. But as we know, the Lord of Storms is not just going to take that. He wants an actual blood sacrifice, too.
Mm-hmm.
I was willing to take Fall, if that's the case. But no one took it. But if we want to go
you're
that
not,
route,
you're not
let's go.
sacrificing yourself. That's not happening.
I don't want to see a little girl die, alright?
That's why we should fight the centaur.
Yeah, but you just got told. Listen,
Carissa says,
Kira
I don't
is-
want anybody fighting me.
Wrong centaur, Christus.
She just laughs.
And by the way, I want to make sure we're perfectly discreet when we're saying all this stuff.
Yeah. We're probably like in a corner or something. But Bron, you just heard Kira going out there. I have full faith in your abilities, but I don't
She
have
said it
full
was-
faith.
Uh-huh.
Hold on, I don't have full faith that they're gonna play ball. You know, that
Look.
they're gonna give you the equal ground that you deserve in a fight. You know what I mean?
Just because it's a bad idea doesn't mean we shouldn't do it. If the alternative is sacrifice.
Isn't that what clerics do?
How
Sacrifice.
am I the only voice of reason here?
You're not.
You're
Not right
not.
now.
Far from it,
So
actually.
you guys want to sacrifice a little girl or yourselves instead of putting yourselves in harm's way.
Never
Listen,
said that. She's not going to be sacrificed.
You don't know that.
Bron,
I
hold on.
absolutely do.
Well, you don't. Yeah.
Bron!
Yeah.
As we saw, every one of you, except for me and Nyx, have come back alive. Say I do die. Say Marcos is somehow wrong, okay? And I do die on that thing.
Possible.
I'm just saying, everything's possible. Say I do die on that rock. What's stopping from something potentially bringing me back?
So
I
we're
don't
just
know.
going around on the assumption that we're immortal. Is that it now?
No, that we all have at least 1 second chance.
I mean, your god kind of hates you sometimes.
You know what I
So-
mean?
Everyone kind of hates me sometimes. It's fine.
And none of us are bringing you back to life.
Yep.
So what would make your god do it?
Yeah. I'm not willing to say
How is the sacrifice supposed to be tied down to the rock?
for the chains.
Yeah, you guys had clearly saw chains and manacles all set up at Esther Rock.
Essentially, zeroing how it
Why
works.
don't we just mess with one of the chains and put Marcos in? That way, if something does happen, Marcos can get up. And if nothing happens and he's correct, then we're perfectly fine. But
I
since
like that
he's
idea.
so willing that nothing is going to happen,
I trust Marcos. I could do it myself.
I'm down to be tied down.
Edith says, "We made an oath, guys. Our oath is what keeps us alive."
Yes, Edith, I'm fully aware. Alright, so here's the thing. We have one option right now. Well, we have many options, but this is the option I'm suggesting. Dragonborn or sort of revered, aren't they? I don't know much too about these lands.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, we can reconvene with the Knights of Sidon. This is just an option, we don't have to take it. We can go reconvene with the Knights of Sidon. They see if we could ask whether me or Marcos would be a suitable sacrifice plus the 50 cattle. 50 cattle get sacrificed regularly, the person gets tied to the rock of Estor. See how they like it. If they don't, we could try the other option.
You do that. And if they agree to it, sure. Tie me down.
Okay.
While you do that,
That's the
I am going to go
options.
investigate something in the city. I'm not going out and fighting shit. This is purely just information gathering.
Before you go do that, what other options do we want to take in case this doesn't pan out? Other than Centaur battling. That's literally our last option. Which might actually happen. We'll see.
can't be our last option, because if our last option is tying down somebody to the rock. If we're trying to prevent this beforehand, the only other option is to fight the centaur. So it's whether or not we want to prevent this from starting in the first place.
Yes, but I believe Kira when she says that might be suicidal.
Then if that's the case, are we tying down Marcos to the rock? If not, then we might as well just leave this town, let whatever happens to the daughter, and see what happens when we come back. Which I do not like one bit.
Neither do I.
So, do you have to come with me to talk to Knights of Sidon, if any.
Christus asks Nyx, "What do you think?"
Yeah, next.
Well, to be completely honest, I don't like the idea of any of us sacrificing ourselves, especially with the gods involved.
It's not a sacrifice of death, sacrifice of time. Keep telling you.
Well, even if you did get rid of everything, what's to say the gods won't send something else?
Which is what I've been saying this whole entire time.
Yeah, you could assume that, but then I could also assume that an asteroid falls from the sky and hits me the moment I step on the rock. Nothing
What's an
comes from
asteroid?
assuming the worst. Sorry, falling star.
Huh.
Nothing comes from assuming the worst. Except stress, discord, and just an
As
overall discomfort with your living situations.
as Nix was saying, what are your thoughts? I know you're uncomfortable with the sacrifice, but do you have anything?
Well, honestly, I have no clue.
Right.
Well, if that's we're done here, can I leave now?
If you're going to be tied to the rocks, someone needs to hold on to the shield.
We'll see who gets tied to the rock.
Yeah.
I'm
So,
giving them two options.
right. You really want this shield, don't you?
I mean, we do have to make you look defenseless, don't we?
Well, I mean, if it's the gods that are demanding my death, I don't think a shield and a spear on my back would really matter. If anything, such holy relics taken by the gods would even be a greater sacrifice.
Anywho, no one gonna come with me? It's fine if
Yeah,
not.
yeah, I'll come.
Okay, just be sure to keep your patience, Bron, when we talk to them.
All right.
I will come as well.
All right. Out of character, Edis. Theory, do you want Edis to come with you, or are you gonna stay with the others? Because you can't talk, so I want to ask.
Sorry, I need you guys to explain who's going where and doing what.
Right now, sorry.
Continue. Go ahead.
For at least the party that's going to go back to the negotiations, it's going to be Motley, Zarin, and Braun to go talk to the Knights of Sidon. I think Marcos
Nix will
wanted to do
also go
something. Oh, Nix will also go with us. I'm guessing Caristus will also be coming with us. Yep. Braun, what you're talking over here?
So is Edith coming with us?
Edith said yes.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to the King's Palace.
That's where we're going.
That's where everybody's going.
Oh. Well, yeah, I'm gonna go try and talk to the big man really quick. Or at least someone close to him.
It's good.
All right, you find yourself over at the King's Palace. Marcos, you find that the king is not accepting visitors, and none of his advisors are accessible at this moment.
Really? How many guards are out front of his front door?
A lot.
Think I could convince him because
Palace.
military standing to let me in?
Roll a persuasion check.
Persuasion. 10. Thick.
They give you the standard answer you'd expect, that the king is busy and not accepting visitors at this moment.
Any reason why?
One of them just raises an eyebrow.
I I'm just wondering what could he possibly be doing when in a few days he's gonna have to tie his daughter down to a rock and watch her get sacrificed to the gods.
Didn't he assign you guys to deal with that?
Yes, and that's why I'm going to talk with him. So if he's not accepting meetings and he's totally fine with, not learning any key information about how he could perhaps save his daughter, then I'll just go away.
Careful.
That's
Insulting the king is not a wise course of action.
Oh, I'm not insulting the king. I'm insulting you for not letting me through.
I'm simply doing
'Cause,
my
I mean,
duty.
Perhaps,
Now, if
but
you would
then
like
I
to
can
continue to cause commotion, we can settle this elsewhere.
really. Where would we settle it?
A loud whistle happens, and all the guards drop their spears and are now targeting at you.
Touchy, touchy. Well, I'll be sure to tell the king that mind giving me your name so I can name him verbatim when I say you were the ones that stopped me from seeing him and potentially saving his daughter. I really appreciate
And they
that.
all just clank their shields together and begin marching towards you.
All right, fine. I'll just remember your face, and I'll walk away.
All right, you walk away.
Pathetic.
You do see that
Excuse.
your group is kind of standing down the hallway, trying to get an audience with the Knights of Sidon. Meanwhile, over the people trying to get an audience with the Knights of Sidon.
Yet again.
There are several guards who are there to make sure that you guys aren't going to go in there armed or assault them in any way, shape, or form.
Right, of course.
So in order to proceed further into the guest quarters, you have to surrender your weapons.
I'll do it.
Nick
Yeah.
hands over his rapier and dagger.
Bron,
All right,
you wanna
Carista's
hand
hands over her spear.
Nope.
I
Ronald.
look at them with a raised eyebrow and put down my stuff. You know I'm a living weapon, right?
Stay back, sir.
Yeah.
Well, you're
Would you
saying
mind
this to the
dying
guards
for us, then?
and not to the Knights of Sidon, right? So
I lay down a longbow, and then a battle axe, and then I put my spear on the table, and then I put a javelin on the table, and then I take my even larger great axe, and I put that on the table. I'll be back for these.
Ron, you sure you want to leave that axe?
I can't take any weapons.
Yeah, but if you just, hang back a bit. Okay, it's your choice.
I can assure you, in the honor of the king's name, these will be returned to you.
I trust you.
All right. Edith says thank you.
Well, no, Edis is following Marcos. So.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah.
All right.
Marcos and Edis, you see that the rest of the group gave up their weapons to enter what looks like a kind of guest quarters type area. You can't be certain, but that's what you imagine is going on here. Why else would you surrender weapons to go into a place?
So I said I'm not going in there. I'll wait for them to get their seed done before I do anything else. They gotta talk to the night guys.
Yep.
Alrighty, Motley.
Yes.
You find a new person here amongst the company of the other knights. This one's not wearing his helmet.
He's obviously out of character. He's obviously the leader.
It appears we have visitors.
Yes. Once again. We'll hear about the prior.
I am
arrangement.
Guidus, leader of the Order of Sidon.
Pleasure.
And who might
Motley.
you be?
Motley, cleric of Sidon.
Ah, believer.
Yes.
And what can we do for you today? Motley.
We hear of our prior arrangement.
Yes. I was just brought up to speed, and unfortunately, it just won't do. You see, that wouldn't appease Sidon.
Would it not?
But I know what would.
I have a feeling I know your answer, but would you care to elaborate regardless?
Yes, you see, Pyther's daughter is of tremendous value to Sidon. Now, if we were to take somebody else in their place, that might anger him more than appease him. But there is some others of equal value to Sidon. If you and your companions were to say, surrender yourselves to the offering, we could easily let her go.
How many of us?
All of you.
Question.
Lean into Motley's ear. I'd
Yeah, I
rather
know.
take the centaur.
Yes. And there's simply no other way for you then. Either her or us or the city.
It's your choice.
I'm
Make
fully
a
aware
wise
as such.
choice.
I'd say I make wise choices all the time. That'd be a damn lie. I will reconvene with my allies and discuss this Knight of Sidon. But now, I bid you adieu.
Farewell, Motley.
Farewell, Gaius.
It's Gaius.
I did say that. In character, I didn't mispronounce it, but out of character, I probably did.
It's Nicolaj.
All right. So you guys leave, and you're giving back your arms and armament. And you find Marcos and Edis waiting outside.
Well, I approach them. Motley's in a huff. All right, there's a big complication. Marcos, Edis. Apparently, the leader of the Knights of Sidon, of the Order of the Whole, I think, Gaius, he's reconvened with these Knights of Sidon, and they told him of our prior deal, and he's altered it.
Hmm.
He either wants Pyther's daughter, or all of us. And I obviously had to walk away from it.
Not only all of us to fully surrender to the sacrifice, which means no trickery.
Yes.
Otherwise, it won't count and they'll sack the city anyways.
Hmm.
So, back to fighting the centaur. Braun?
Unfortunately,
Yes.
Gaius is not the sort of... I just met him right now. Wait a second. Marcos, when we were at the temple of Sidon, didn't one of those guards tell you of a man with the same name?
Hmm?
I remember you when I first met you guys, when you were talking to those soldiers about their orders. And they mentioned a name. What was the name?
Trying to think.
You asked him
do I
where
have
he
to
got his
check-
orders from.
Yeah.
They got their orders from the person who was there.
Yeah. I asked who he was answering to, and he couldn't answer.
Let's see. So I just thought this was all linked together. My bad.
I mean, quite possibly is. There was water creatures at the end of the Nymph's temple
I
that
know,
was serving your god. So it's all connected one way or another anyways.
Yeah, regardless. But I just met this guy, and he's unrelenting, not willing to back down. Any sort of diplomacy is gonna fail.
That's interesting. Almost as if I thought that was going to happen.
Well, he wasn't there prior, so the other knights were more than willing to accept it, but he's changed their opinions.
And the fact that they brought in somebody to
Again,
come in.
I must show my... not disapproval, but... fighting Beonor is not a good decision. Carista says, Beonor? Like the centaur war hero? Yes, exactly, that one.
Wait, you know him? What do you know about him, both of you?
I'll roll history. Possibly. Well, no. It
You're going to do
be
so with
before my time.
disadvantage because you probably know jack shit
Yeah.
about war heroes who are centaur.
Racist. No, no,
Got
You don't
a
know
7.
anything about him.
I'm
The
assuming if
bard-
Charistus knows his name, then the odds are he's pretty well known in the centaur community.
I don't spend much time with my kind, but Beonor has... I've heard of him.
What's his
All-
reputation?
He's ruthless. Slaughters everyone in his path. He's conquered several
Now-
centaur tribes.
You know, under normal circumstances, fighting a warrior like that would be excellent way to die. But we actually have a mission to do, so I'm gonna have to put that on hold.
Sorry, guys. I missed something. I just.
No, you're fine. We're just discussing.
Okay.
Well,
How
how about this? you guys are adamant on not believing, or, well, are believing, but taking with a grain of salt what I say. I will listen to everything you have to say, and I won't complain about the plan. Just let me do a few things, and you won't hear anything else from me.
Marcos, that's a thing. We currently have no plan.
Right.
We're being told by 2 people that fighting that war hero would be suicide. We're being told that we would all have to sacrifice ourselves for the city and the daughter. There's our only 2 options just got fucked in the ass, if you don't mind me saying.
Right. So let me explore a little bit in the city and, I don't know, poke at my head in some leads that I have been thinking about. And maybe we'll find a plan that doesn't involve us either being tied to a rock and sacrificed ritually to a god, or brutally and massacred on the fields of war. How's that sound?
Are we
After
taking
one-
notes on how we die? Says Christus.
Then I
I think
vote
the
death
phrase
on the
is choosing
battlefield.
our poison, Christus.
Well, if we had to pick a better way as to ensure that the town would not die, to resign ourselves to the fate of being sacrificed would save everybody in town. You know. And if we fought the Centaur Warlord, we'd have the chance of being defeated and they inevitably raid the town anyway. So if we don't come up with anything, then I'd say that would probably be the, the safest way to assure the town's survival. But again, let me, investigate some things. Feel free to come with me if you want. If you would rather make peace with your, I'm gonna look at I'll look at Motley when I say this. Peace with your god.
Edis,
I'm going to try and
roll
find a way out of
Arcana
this.
to see if you even know of what you're talking about.
Edis just says some random bullshit.
Yeah, you
Ah,
gotta
I
forget.
see. Yes.
Edis is a plains ranger.
Right.
1 mile, oh god.
So, Edis, you detect a portal. It's approximately like a good 600 feet from you in the direction of the king's palace.
Oh.
The fuck?
Edis
Yes.
murmurs. Edis murmurs. That's for the stream. Marco, you still want to talk? Marcos, do you still want to talk to the king?
I see that. Yes, I would like to.
Well, I have to read out to the fucking stream. The character. Oh, I know he waited for that fucking sacrifice too long.
If that's true, and you
Edis.
can get me there, and it leads to the king, you might have, simultaneously become more useful
Edis.
than.
This seems more like the portal would be in the king's chamber room, and if so, to access it, you'd have to already be inside. Not to mention, it is a planar portal, which means it leads to another plane of existence.
Does she
Just so
explain
that
that,
you
or
know
just say
what
portal?
your ability actually does.
She would know that, I think.
So are we 86ing this timeline where she
Yeah,
says
yeah,
that?
yeah. I think so.
Yeah. What's that mean?
Looks like it.
Oh, that's what it means.
Was that where you were going to go anyway when you said you were going to go look into some shit, or somewhere else?
And we know Pyther is a god, so having a planar portal maybe to a celestial plane wouldn't be out of the question.
Edis says, why would there be a portal near the king?
Because he's a
Well,
god.
me too.
Yeah, that's exactly what
that's
I
what you
just said. Is
said.
what I said.
Yeah.
He is a god. He could probably travel to the world of the gods, plane
When
of
you
the gods. I
guys
don't know what
were
people
meeting
call
with the
it.
king, did he mention where his daughter was at all?
Not,
We saw her go into a room.
I didn't, but he said specifically not accessible. And when Nyx tried to convince the guards, they also said not accessible.
Yeah.
Hmm.
We
And behind the guards over there?
So I guess those are the same ones that Nyx probably talked to. Yes. You familiar with them?
Yes, they're kind of ripe shits.
Well, this is their castle.
To paint their castle with their fucking blood, but that's besides the point. Alright.
I'm assuming
So-
you guys are not standing in the middle of the palace when you're saying that. So I mean, you guys.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before we leave the palace, though, like, while everyone's like leaving, I want to go into the room with the Sidon guys really quick and just have a private conversation.
You get to go through.
I will drop the shield and the spear and my weapons, so I can
Okay.
do that.
while he does that, was this shrine?
All right.
I think Lord was trying to say
I
something to you
noticed,
really
but
quick.
that was in the middle of me bringing us over. All right. So you enter into the room with the Knights of Sidon. And who might you be?
I'm the one of the individuals who's the alternative sacrifice to the
So you've
king's
come
daughter.
to give yourself up, have you?
Not yet, though I am considering. Very tempting offer being sacrificed to such a powerful and revered god, don't you think?
Yes, but your sarcasm betrays you.
Really? I thought I was getting good at it. I wanted to ask you a few questions. Because, you were so well versed with your god, and you seem to be able to interpret his messagings. Me, a simple outsider, could never understand. Can you agree on that?
You clearly have forgotten your experience with an envoy of Sidon.
Right. Well, if you don't mind, shedding some light on some of the questions I have, I'd greatly appreciate it.
And what do I get in return?
Perhaps you'll convince me to climb on that rock and offer myself to the mighty Sidon.
And if
Maybe
you
I'll
don't,
just
we still get Princess Honora. So your offer isn't that tempting.
Really? Well, I would have think someone who's... You said a messenger of Sidon? What was it?
I'm leader of the Order of Sidon.
I would think someone who's a leader of an order of a god would have no problem sharing information to try and convert someone to their cause. Or is it such a closed circle that no one can join?
Well, if you truly do desire to enter the ranks of Sidon, at the very least you'd have to convince your fellowship to surrender themselves to the offering. And let Sidon show mercy.
See, yes, I'd love to do that, but I'd like to have a few questions answered first before I give myself in completely to Sidon. Everyone has questions, don't they?
Yes. But the whole thing behind faith is that you just believe. It has nothing to do with knowing the answers.
Well, you do have me there. Believing is something that is the backbone of faith. So,
And here's another question
think-
for you. Do you believe yourself worthy of redemption in the eyes of Sidon?
he is the god of water, isn't he? Doesn't water wash
Storms.
away all sin? Storms? Doesn't storms wash away all the filth? All the sin?
In 2 days' time, Either Honora will be sacrificed, or your companions.
You see, that's the thing that I was so interested by. You always say sacrifice, but
Now, if you'll
you
excuse me,
never really stipulated what exactly we're
I have
sacrificing.
things to attend to. 7 other knights stand up. They do have their weaponry. And they begin moving into the direction of the door while he sits in his chair.
I'll move with him, but as I'm leaving, I'm saying, seems the mouth of Sidon is quite prudent with his information.
He just smirks. And you're promptly escorted back to your gear.
All right. Guess I'll jump in with the rest of them now.
All right, we're back. Lord, what were you trying to say? Meanwhile,
I was trying to ask if this shrine was visible to us when we were in the palace.
Yep, the dragon shrine, totally visible.
Cool. I would pull Braun with me to go to the dragon shrine because I want to go make some prayers real quick before we left the palace.
I'll go with him.
What sort of gods are? Actually, I wouldn't see. Well, I would see the shrine. I just don't know what it would be.
So how do I pray? Do I get on my knees or I clasp my hands together?
Well, I'm first waiting for NPCs and other such descriptions to appear
Okay,
because there always is.
fair enough.
Yep. As there's an NPC before you. This shrine sits at the end of a quiet street that runs into the wall of the gorge. It is a large stone building with a copper dome. The pediment above the door bears a marble engraving of the legendary dragon, Belmetria. Inside the building, there is a strong smell of incense, and you can hear the mutterings of prayers as priests of the shrine carry out their daily rituals.
Alright. I will walk in.
Mm-hmm. Braun will follow, and then.
Oh,
like,
famed
repeat
heroes,
that question.
I've been awaiting you guys. Oh, I heard of the prophecy, and I knew it had to be you. I imagine you're taken a little aback by this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have terrible, terrible news. You see, the Horn of Belmetria has been stolen from the Reliquary. Thieves kind of broke in about 2 nights ago, and they escaped with it. If you have any questions, I'd love to help you out.
What you're asking is if we have any questions, you want us to help you out?
Okay. So what?
What did he just say?
Yeah, actually.
All right. Let's just take this 5 steps back. Horn was stolen by who?
By a band of thieves. We don't know who exactly.
Okay. This happened 2 nights ago?
Yes.
Alright. Where was the horn kept? Was it secure?
The Reliquary.
That's a
Can
name
we
that's
see
very
the
familiar.
reliquary?
Yes. If you want to come see, come. Aesop.
Sorry, Braun, I
He
didn't mean to get you into
introduces
this.
himself as Aesop, and he brings you into the Reliquary. The Reliquary is a small stone chapel with 3 alcoves protected by glass. The glass of the center alcove has been shattered, and the dark purple stains are splattered all over the floor surrounding it.
What are those stains? That
I
is
have
not
no idea.
human's blood. So we're looking for something that bleeds purple. That's just wonderful. God.
As
I
you're
know
looking,
no such thing.
question: were you guys looking at the stains specifically, or are you just kind of like, what are those?
I would probably look at them.
All right, as you
more
get
specifically.
closer with a more detailed inspection, you can see that there are actually many small hoof prints inside the stains.
Tiny centaurs.
And by the smell of it, smells like spilled wine.
Tiny drunk centaurs.
Does the hooves match Brotnus's hooves at all?
No,
Or-
much smaller.
Much smaller. Okay.
And you actually notice that there are some actually more purple hoof marks further down. They seem to lead into an adjoining alleyway.
Ron, I know we didn't come here for this, but do we want to take care of this now?
I mean, it kind of seems like we have to.
Yeah. All right. Anything else that you think is important that you can tell us before we follow that?
That's actually a good question. I just do an investigation roll of this room before we follow.
Oh, so what are you investigating specifically?
Signs of the well, I guess maybe the identity of the thieves rather than the direction, because we can see the footprints.
Like, this is a big, spacious room, right, Ron?
There are many things that could have small hooves.
Yeah.
I can't try and see
not
what the hooves
it's
are.
not something that you can deduce
Okay,
based
all right.
off the
Then
information
that
you
case,
have.
So I ask
Aesop.
Can't-
It's like Usopp,
Aesop.
but A.
I understand. I ask Aesop if he has any more important information we should know before we just walk down here and try to find whoever stole this horn.
This horn is an ancient artifact. It's the Horn of Belmetria. If you know the stories, you'll realize how important it is.
out of
And,
game, isn't that actually one of the
the-
things I need to get?
The Horn of Belmetria is one of your 3 great labors that you need to find.
Oh fuck. Okay,
So-
never mind.
Sir,
If you
Sir Aesop, if I retrieve this for you, I have a request. I am actually meant to keep this
Yes,
as
exactly. I was going to present it to you, but it was robbed 2 days ago.
Well, perfect then.
I'm
So,
gonna roll insight on him.
We do need to do this then.
Roll insight.
It's not even a question.
With an 18, he's telling the
18?
truth, and he seems excited that you guys are here, and he genuinely wants to
Okay.
help.
Okay.
He actually recounts some pieces of the prophecy that you guys weren't immediately filled in on. So he clearly's heard of the prophecy, but it's not kind of relevant information that you've heard of.
Okay. All right. Well, Bron, I guess we have to go.
I guess we do. We'll follow those
Meanwhile,
tracks.
everybody who's in the market stalls and whatnot,
Investigation time with Marcos.
so we got Marcos, we've got Edis, Charistus, Motley, Nix. What are you guys all up to while they went off their own place?
And Marcos would have just came back from the conversation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
How'd it go?
He may not have known it, but he might have just helped me figure out what I need to do to make this a bit easier on us. He didn't even
Well.
say shit.
Arrogant people
And
tend to be their own
what would
downfall.
that be?
I need to check one last thing before I can say for sure.
Alright. Either way.
We're heading to the Rock of Esther.
Works for me.
About a half hour of
I
walking later.
How nobody cares that me and Bron are gone.
Sorry, I went to the washroom real quick. Did I miss it?
Oh yeah,
No,
you
you're
missed the
fine.
group piecing out.
I know as
They
as a
left and
cleric,
went to the
I
Rock of
know-
Esther.
Oh, okay.
As a cleric, I know praying takes a long time, Lord, so it's fine. Masses
So
like
you
an
arrive
hour.
at the Rock of Esther.
Hmm.
What are you looking for?
So I want to go back onto the rock where the chain is, and I want to. How would the sacrifice be chained up?
Well, you can see that there's clearly wrist manacles and leg manacles, or feet manacles. And there seems to be several sets of them, more than enough for your group.
So we'd be like chained up, like spread out on the rock, or we'd be able to stand.
You'd be you'd be standing, but you'd be standing chained to the rock.
If I wanted to have a weapon out and my shield out, would I be able to do that? Like stand on the rock with that out?
You might be able to, but you definitely would be nowhere near as effective,
So I'd be rolling with disadvantage, basically.
more or less.
How are the chains like set into the rock? I'm assuming they're like hammered in with pitons, and then there's like loops on them.
They seem to be one with the rock. They just protrude from openings.
Oh, one
Whoops,
last
just got
thing.
an idea.
And your idea is?
Well, and Nyx turns into Brontimus.
What?
Comparatively, what is the difference in size between their wrists and legs?
It's a fair amount.
Do I think that if I were to change back and like if I were manacled and I changed back into my normal form, I would be able to slip out with much greater ease?
Your hands, but not your feet.
Hmm.
One last thing to check, and it is probably the one I'm gonna hate the most.
What's that?
I'm gonna go take a swim.
You going back in there?
If I see anything alive,
Guys,
I'm not
what if
fighting
that
it, by the way.
trail we took, whatever those rock hands were to come down here to kill, says Edis.
You mean the bird thingy?
No, she's talking about the giant stone hands.
Stone.
Oh, wait. Say that again. Say that again. What did you say?
Who, me or Adis?
You repeat the exact same thing you said.
I said
No,
what?
no.
Those bird. What Edis said?
That would also make sense.
Don't you mean Kentamane?
No. The birds. Wild harpies, right?
Harpy. That's what they're called? Those bird things?
Well,
yeah.
it flew over us, a harpy, right?
Yeah.
This
It's
is
hard to
right.
it's hard to tell. I believe it's hard to tell between harpies and sirens. That's why we haven't been using exact terms.
Yeah, it's really hard to tell the
Wait.
difference. Because they
Wait.
both
What flew
look
over
like
us?
bird ladies with wings.
Right, so
Get
that
into the-
wild bird lady thing, right?
Yeah, Marcus, are you potentially... Well, I did make that suggestion that Sidon might use them more than just the basilisk, was it? Maybe those harpies could be another one of his instruments, but I don't have any confirmation of that.
Religion check.
Right.
Oh, give me a second. Please, Motley, you have one job. You had one job.
Oh! You have any
Because it's your own
fucking...
god, I'm giving you advantage.
Oh. 8.
You know with definitive certainty that harpies and sirens are not under the purview of Sidon.
Purview?
Yes, meaning that they don't answer to him.
From I know, harpies and sirens, they don't answer to Sidon.
Okay, what about the basilisks then?
Those do.
They do. They indeed do.
Right. Well, like I said, one last thing to check.
Wait,
Feel free to come with me if I'm not back in if anyone's staying on shore. Don't know why you would, but if I'm not back in 15 minutes, just assume I'm dead.
I have heavy armor, so I can't. But Edith, to answer your question, those stone hands, they resemble Kentamane's multiple arms. Kentamane doesn't really He stays outside on his business, from what I could tell. He's just doing his job. Kentamine, I mean.
Edis is asking if they're like rock golems or like beings made of stone that can move.
I don't know. I've never seen those arms move. I just know he has multiple arms and they're either on him or everywhere. Always watching, always waiting.
That's ominous.
I'm a cleric. What'd you fucking expect? I'm just answering Edis's questions before you go take a dump. Not dump, die. Dora is... Oh, that's Siren. Marcos, if you're going down for round 2, I'll go as well. Alright, so Edis and Marcos are both going underwater. I'm staying up here. Because I can't swim. Well, also, I don't like the water. When you
I
almost
think
drown...
I'm going to sit this one out as the centaur refuses to go swimming underwater.
I would not ask you to go swimming.
You're such a gentleman.
I pride myself on being one. Ready to go, Edith?
Nix, would you like to go get a drink? Asks Charistus.
You know, I would be totally fine with that. Let's go.
You two go, I'll stay and wait for them.
Sure you don't want to come, Kira? Might be an epic story underneath the water. Say, layered with sarcasm.
I'm gonna dress all wet, dude. Come on.
Oh, I'm certainly interested to hear the tale. I'll be waiting here with Motley.
Alright then. I gotta proceed to go into the water.
Okay. Athletics checks for you guys. So you guys go swimming.
Athletics is this one. 21.
But they're using strength.
Doesn't matter. I would have disadvantage.
All right, and you're both able to swim and get back down to the basilisk's cave within a reasonable time frame.
Alright. When we get out there, I will have my spear prepped and I will light a torch. Actually, no, not my spear. I'll have my shield on and I'll have in my right hand a torch.
Okay, you light your torch, and you can see that the slaughtered remnants of basilisks, a few days old, smells absolutely terrible. Roll a Constitution saving throw, both of you.
Oh god. 21.
It'd be funny if they failed, they turned to stone.
Sorry, what's Edis's roll?
10.
Okay, Edis, you're sick. You begin vomiting. It's disgusting. So bad that your gag reflexes trigger you to lose your lunch. Or your breakfast.
Oh god.
Depending on what time of day
Don't
it is.
Don't start throwing. I was gonna make me throw up. Anyway. I am going to investigate the caves to see if there are any more basilisks left, or are there any like body parts or stone sculptures.
There seems to be some nests with some eggs. But there does not seem to be any basilisks moving about. Hashtag passive perception checks OP.
Right. Well, Edith, I don't know how you're sure about killing children that haven't even been born yet, but I'm completely fine with it.
Edith seems to be against it.
Why?
That could wake something that could be down here.
Then go wait by the entrance.
Let's keep
There's nothing in the cave.
investigating first before we take any actions.
Did I already investigate the majority of the cave?
You took a quick look.
All right,
Investigating
then I guess I'll do.
takes quite a bit more time.
I
Motley,
guess I'll do a full-on
15 minutes has
investigation.
passed.
I'm eating the pretzels right now. Give me a minute.
No.
He is eating pretzels.
Perhaps it's
Just
time to start getting worried about your compatriots who have not yet returned.
Mind if I roll investigation?
You don't need to because you actually have a passive investigation. And on top of that, I need you to actually roll nature.
Nature. Okay. 18.
Your understanding of how eggs work is that unless something comes here to properly warm the eggs and make sure that they're fertilized, it's probably not going to hatch. That they might actually make for a good dessert.
Or maybe sell them. I mean, how many people could say they dined on basilisk eggs, right?
All right, Motley, so you begin going to look for your fellow companions. Where do you begin
5
to
minutes out.
search?
Oh, I don't even know. Kira, you wouldn't happen to know where the cave they were talking about is?
No, but it's apparently underwater. Somewhere in that ish direction.
I mean, water don't do good.
She snickers as she realizes that you're a cleric of the storms and you don't do good with water.
I almost drowned before I became a cleric society. Or forced to be.
She begins
Correct.
writing something down.
That's why Daddy hates you.
I often theorize that he caused the storm for my ship and, put me in that situation, but I don't have the answers, unfortunately.
May have to make a epic for each hero as how they became who they are. Could be quite interesting.
So, do you want me to give you everything, or as we wait?
No time like the present. She pulls out a new
All right.
piece of parchment and begins asking you questions and starts writing it down.
All right, he sits on the stone and starts regaling her over his backstory.
Nice.
As-
Meanwhile, back in the cave.
Yeah, so if there's nothing alive in the cave, it's just the eggs. Like, did I find any pieces of statues or anything? Or is it all just
There's
nesting
some
ground?
Stone body parts, as if this was a snack that they've been storing for their young. But outside of that, no.
All right, so I'm gonna assume that the eggs will die if we just leave them here in this cold, damp cave.
It seems like that would make sense.
I'm gonna nab a few eggs.
Okay. How many?
How big are the eggs?
Each egg's about a foot in length and about 6 inches in width.
Oh, so it's a bit like a fucking ostrich egg, isn't it?
Yeah, they're huge.
I guess I'll just take one.
Okay.
Either sell it, eat it, or somehow raise a basilisk to be my companion and have it fight with me on the battleground.
If it doesn't turn into stone first.
That is the risk I'm willing to take. I can't believe he's copy pasting his backstory in a chat.
I had to. Ron didn't read it.
What do you mean I didn't read it?
You told me he didn't read it. He said he didn't have any
It's been,
time.
what, 5 weeks since we started?
Oh, I should probably actually make one.
All right, sorry to interrupt. Continue.
Yeah. You planning on taking an egg?
Edith says 1 is good enough.
Right then. Out we go.
All right, athletics check. Please don't drown.
I will try not to. 11.
Okay,
Not the
you guys
best
don't
one.
drown. We're good. You guys
Got it.
surface to see Motley recounting several tales and Kira writing them all down. Meanwhile, over at the Dragon's Tooth, Charistus and Nyx are living at large, one ale at a time.
So, I'm assuming you wanted to talk to me.
Well, there's something that's troubling me.
Well, let's hear it.
Well, when I fell asleep in that fight, you all told me I died. That can't possibly be true.
Well, I'm fairly certain it was.
Well then, I guess... my oath to serve you till death is,
Over.
yeah. That's anticlimactic.
Yes, I don't suppose you'll be staying so that we can help you with yours then?
Well, I still did swear that oath of fellowship, so...
And it would just be so terrible to lose you right now.
I have to think it over, but for now I'm going to stay with you guys. I don't have anything else to do.
Well, I'm always happy to have you aboard.
What are we, on a boat?
The team.
Okay. She says, after giving a chuckle. Unless there's anything you want to specifically do here, you guys would just have a bunch of fanfare and merriment, drinking, having a good time, having people stay clear of what people consider to be enemies of humankind. And yeah, drinking.
And I think that's all for next.
Sounds good. All right, Zyron and Brontinus. You guys return to where you had last seen your group, only to realize that they're no longer there. What do you do?
I thought we were following the blood
Yeah.
droplets.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, I thought we were
perfect.
following the line.
That's even better.
Yeah.
That's even better. You guys are following the blood trail. Let me just
Where do you think they go?
open up everything that I need here. I need a survival check.
Okay.
Coming up.
Does a 24 do it?
The trail seems to be leading you to the old woods south of town. As they lead out the east gate.
How far outside of the east gate? Like, it
They
keeps
leave
going,
the
going.
east gate and they keep on going.
Okay. So
Just keep following them.
yeah, but that's a forest.
And
That's a. Do you want to be caught in a forest with just me and you? I'm sure we could take on most things, but if something does ambush us,
you know my thoughts.
but centaur battle.
We have the glory in front of us now. And also remember, I need this weapon. I need
As
it.
you
It's
pass the
a
outskirts
part
of
of
the
my.
city,
Yeah.
you notice the lonely vineyard. Wooden trellises erupt from the tiled soil in neat, symmetrical rows. Healthy green vines wind around these structures, bearing a bountiful crop of brilliant purple grapes. After some walking, you find a fit middle-aged man amongst the vines, pruning the plants with great care. Upon hearing your approach, he turns to greet you. Although he appears friendly, his brow is deeply furrowed with apprehension.
Good day,
You
sir.
wouldn't happen to make wine here, would you?
Almost certainly, these are the Estorian vineyards. I'm Pericles.
Hello, I am
Greetings,
Zyron.
Pericles. Brontinus is my name. We are here to find a horn. Have you heard or seen of such a thing?
No, but
I'm
would
assuming
you folk
somebody.
be adventurers, judging by your armament and armor. I would say you guys look like mighty heroes. Are you not?
The stuff of legend, indeed.
Yes, and we're currently following what we can only assume be drunk centaurs by this point.
Oh, if you're talking about the old wood, you wouldn't find centaurs there.
What do you
would
know
we
of
find
hoofed
there?
creatures? Hoofed creatures that thieve.
I don't know much, but I do know that my daughter's gone missing. She disappeared in the old wood a week ago. We've been unable to track her.
Forsooth, Pericles, we shall find her.
And was some wine stolen as well?
There's been a lot of unfortunate things happening at this vineyard. I can only imagine it has to do with the old wood. But I know not for sure.
Adventurers who normally go into the old woods, how many of them have you known to come back?
They don't. Who would venture into the old wood? There's only fairy tales and myths going on over there.
Any fairy tales or myths you think we should be concerned with?
None that come to mind. Each one's more outlandish than the last. Although, if you could find my daughter Corina, it would mean the world.
I assure you, we will.
We have
look at
more allies than us who can help with this search. We are currently dealing with another dilemma, though. But I assure you we will go looking for your daughter.
Please, if you must, I'll even give you my family heirloom. I'm not a wealthy man, but it's all I can offer.
What is your family heirloom?
It's a javelin
Greedy
from
boy.
the old war.
I see.
We shall speak of gifts when we have found your daughter. For now, Zyron, do you want to run and grab our allies? I'll wait here with them.
Braun, I think it's better you come with me. There's not much more we can do without fully discussing things.
If you wish.
As now we go back to where the party originally was, and we don't see them there.
All right, so you guys are gonna go look for your group.
Yeah.
All right. After venturing into the vineyards, you can see Charistus and Nyx leaving the Dragon's Tooth with a good smile on both their faces. Kind of flushed skin in their cheeks.
I see you two were doing important work.
The most, says Charistus.
You really don't understand how good a drink is for you.
It's the kind of work
'Cause
I'm
I'm
the
a-
best at.
Because I will only assume drinking happened with the comment from Charistus. Anyways, we've got an issue at the East Gate, and it's kind of epically important.
Oh, well, if you're looking for the others, they went to the Rock of Estoria.
Well, you guys can either wait here, or you guys can come with us down to the rock again. Seems like no matter what we do, we will be in the middle of town.
Yawns Charistus. Well,
I know, right? Just we're dragging this night out so long. Because it's not day.
well, if we do decide to journey, we better make it soon.
So
Or at
why
least
don't
wait
you...
until the morning.
Yeah, why don't you guys wait here with Braun, and I'll run down to the group. Make sure
Alright.
Braun doesn't leave your sight.
Alright, guys, I guess we're going drinking until they get back.
Braun, you may want to keep your awarenesses.
Alright, isn't that what I have you around for?
Montanus,
No.
you look like a really strong bull.
Oh,
I
Just
blow
come here for
air.
a moment.
Who says this?
Charistus.
Okay, I'll blow air out of my large nostrils to confirm my strongness and go over to her.
All right, she lures you into the bar.
And I say, I wonder what it is you want me to see. It's sure to be important. As I like yell out after. Zero.
Yes, they have a drink that I was a little skeptical of trying. Perhaps you should try it first.
No need to ask. I shall be your guinea pig.
Awesome. All right, over to
Or guinea
those
bull.
people at the Rock of Estoria.
And that's why I have abandonment issues. I'm joking.
well, we came in at a very interesting time.
Yeah, I can't swim, so I couldn't really go after. Sarah, what the are you okay?
Just... We haven't slept yet, and I just ran across fucking town.
Okay, what's up?
Braun, we know where an item that Braun needs is at, potentially, and it's inside a forest.
Okay.
Forest that has
Nay.
several...
Not Braun needs. The whole group needs. The 3 labors are for everybody to complete.
I thought that was an item specifically for him, though.
The Horn of Belmetria. I'll read you guys the 3
Yes.
great labors you need to do.
I remember the labors. It's just what does Braun need? This is
Yeah, I thought I needed
Flame
something
the weapons
specific.
of the Dragonlords. Second, light the fires of the Mithril Forge. And third, drink from the Horn of Belmetria.
Okay. Yeah, no.
What
Braun
was
thought it was specifically for him. So what's his thing? So that
Yeah,
I
just so I
remember?
know. Yeah.
Didn't write it down?
Yeah, I was going to say, it's kind of really important.
I wrote mine down.
Braun, you're a cursed one, right?
Yep.
Don't go looking.
So you.
Don't go looking for it.
Okay.
So the horn part of the truck. Oh, that's right. What? And
He's
you're
looking
saying the
for a
horn's
belt,
in the
though.
forest? So the horn is in the forest, not in the city.
Okay, so it's a belt.
Yes, the horn is inside the forest. The forest is surrounded by rumors, and little hooved feet are rumored to be the suspects.
Huh.
I can
So-
only assume that maybe a centaur. I didn't check Chris's feet though. I feel like she would be really awkward about that.
I feel like anyone would be awkward if you look at their feet. Anyways, okay, here's the question. How long do you think this forest adventure would take? Because, yeah, that army doesn't look so nice outside.
Probably longer than what we have time for, but there is a man saying that he will give us his family heirloom because along with the horn, we believe they took his daughter.
I see. Now, I have no offense to this man. I feel for him, and I'm
We're
willing to
not
go look
going
for the
after
stuff.
his daughter right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to explain to him, but Braun seems very adamant of trying to go right now.
Well, if we have no other options, we could distract Braun with the.
Literally, all we have to do is point in a direction, say honor, and then Braun is over there. Make it sound like we're trying to hurt sheep or hurting a retard.
Yeah, he believes the horn is more honorable than anything else when I was discussing things with him. Maybe something has changed with Chrysis and Nyx, but I am unsure.
Right.
And I think I might have
How's your
given
theory
us
going?
some. So, before I was going to go try and ask the king more about this whole sacrifice thing, right? And obviously,
Edis
He's
brings
doing
up,
fuck
so we
all.
have 2 daughters to deal with.
Yeah.
exactly. But, he's doing fuck all. His soldiers won't let me in.
That's because he is so emotionally distraught, he's not willing to talk to anybody anymore.
I know he's a god and all, and I should be really quaking in my boots when I'm thinking these thoughts, but he really needs to grow a pair.
I don't really.
He has a pair, it's the peace treaty that's keeping him from doing anything.
It's keeping him
Or
from
else he
taking
would
any
be
action,
running.
not speaking if people are trying to help his daughter, but that's besides the point.
Go
What
ahead,
I'm going to
finish it.
suggest is going to
Roll
sound very stupid.
history.
Whomst.
This is for Marcos.
Okay.
3.
You have advantage because you have a group around you who could fill
18.
you in on certain pieces of detail. You know that each and every wife he's had has been kidnapped and slain. And the fact that this is his only daughter that he was aware of that is alive and mortal is now going to be killed. Last living descendant.
What I'm
And
going to
he can't-
suggest is going to sound very, very, very stupid. But if everything is the exact way I think it is, odds are we'll walk away with minimal injury.
What's your idea?
We need to be chained to this rock.
Braun won't stand for that.
He won't, obviously. But if I have to knock him out and then tie him to the rock, I will.
He's a lot stronger than you give him credit for. What's up, Zidane?
I don't know what Christus or Nyx are doing, but Braun may not have his full faculties by the time we get to him.
Zidane, you've been. I know Edis's thoughts. I know Marcus's thoughts. Zidane, what's your thoughts on this? What route do you think would like to take?
I mean, death by combat always sound nice. At least I wouldn't be missing my previous life anymore.
I see. I think we should make it a group vote. We can't just make judgment calls.
If you'll let me explain just a little bit here, right?
No, yeah, I'm giving everyone
My-
their chance.
Right,
Same.
but I'll explain again when everybody else is together, but I just want to get this out of my system so I don't forget it. I went to do a talk with the Knights of Sidon, right? He was very tight-lipped about what the sacrifice entailed. When I tried asking him what type of sacrifice it was, he hurried me out of the room like he was avoiding the question, which only proves my theory, or reinforces the fact the sacrifice is not what we think it is. I don't think that anybody has to die. I think we just have to survive the night.
Though, I should bring to your attention those. Wait, what was the state? Were those basilisk gone?
They were completely eviscerated.
If there's no basilisk, well, I don't know how the gods here work. I don't know if they're omnipotent or not. But if Sidon's aware of such, he would just, well, likely just drown us. But you might have a point. Drowning in rainwater, as usual, go-to. But okay. So I guess we'll reconvene and we'll discuss it.
Right. But just a quick question to, if we're talking about worst case scenarios and the gods interfering, everybody sacrificed on this rock has pretty much died the same way. Waters didn't rise up and drown them or anything. They were eaten by the basilisk. So why exactly would that change if everybody believes that it's going to happen?
I don't know.
As far as I know, the Knights of Sidon have no idea if the basilisks are gone. And by the time we are tied to this chain, I don't think they'll be able to do anything. I mean, attacking us themselves.
Which doesn't go against anything at all.
Well,
Eda
even that
says,
point.
"What if those rock hands help?" And to which Motley responds, "Eda's Kentamane Sting is in his own lane. He's not going to even bother with any of us. Don't
Roll religion.
bet on it." Oh, okay. I will reject that statement depending on what I get. Oh,
You
damn
have no
it.
idea.
Fuck.
He could help,
I'm just
or he could try and prevent it. You have no idea. Each seems just
Okay.
as likely.
Alright, there's one of two things can happen with Kentamane, Adis. 1, 3. What the fuck is the third one? Alright.
Nothing happens.
Oh, yeah. 3 things. 1, nothing will happen. 2, he might be, intercept. He might lend a hand. And 3, what's the third one around? I thought
He
it was
may
only...
kill us.
Oh, he may just let it happen. He may just be like, yeah, he'll be standing at Sidon's doorway and say, "Are you winning, son?"
I recently saw that video.
So I'll go in more depth when we're all together. I just got to get that little bit off. So
All right.
I guess where are we going? To the Dragon's Tooth?
Yes, to the Dragon's Tooth.
All
We
right.
can walk there, you don't have to run.
What?
What the fuck?
As the demons of Dad Lord comes in and asks, "Are we winning our D&D
Oh
game?"
my god.
He's here to ask me to be part of his clergy. I hope. All right, that's all. I was gonna let Rowan TPS there as a group. Okay. I guess I'll just do it myself.
Yeah, sorry, I had to moderate something in the Twitch chat.
Oh god. Oh, thank you.
Is everybody here?
Everybody's there. It's very apparent that Bronthinus, Charistus, and Nyx are slobberknocker drunk.
Oh.
Who's in the bar right now? It's like
There's a few patrons still drinking, but usually at this point everybody's either gone home or are staying the night here?
I just want to know if there are any Knights of Sidon present that I can see.
Nope.
All right.
So Braun sees everyone arrive.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, everyone! Get in here. Okay. Or no. Don't stay at the door. We're leaving. Everyone, we're leaving. We're gonna go get that man's daughter. I'm glad you brought them here.
Somebody's in a hurry to find a daughter. Charistus chuckled.
And
Herbert.
surprisingly enough, it's not me.
You are probably right about the mental faculties thing.
I knew I was right.
All right, so everyone got their stuff. I'm gonna have one more drink and then I'm ready. I'm ready to go.
I know
Does
it's
he,
going
like,
to be
he's
hard for you
drinking?
to
I'll
understand,
race you,
Minotaur.
says Charistus.
Done.
Hey, Braun, before
Can
you
I-
leave though, there's a demon monster haunting people's dreams that you need to fight.
I don't know how to get into
Looking at the
dreams,
east gate.
but I know how to get into a forest. And I'm gonna chase her.
The interesting thing is that you can actually keep pace with her.
Yeah. So like we're neck and neck right now.
But she had a head start.
I'm winning, you fool.
Braun, no.
Into
All right,
the distance.
these guys are moving at least 40 feet per movement.
No, I'm dashing, bro. I'm trying
Well,
to.
yeah, obviously I said at least. But most humans
Okay,
only
yeah.
do 30, so Zyron's at a massive disadvantage unless he randomly got extra move speed.
I've been at 40 move speed for like 2 levels now.
Oh, right on. So
But you're only level 3.
I can
okay.
like this level and the last level, 2 and 3.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Zyron's like, oh shit, gotta go after the drunks.
Right. Yeah.
Also, Nix, if you were willing, Charistus would have totally just thrown you on her back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
next
but-
would be going.
It was a race, bro. I would have caught.
Oh, she literally would have like just scooped him. Like,
Okay.
Ollie
Alright.
just
she's
murmurs to
practically
Marcus
as
like,
strong
"Oh,
as you are, even though she's
And she's drunk as fuck too. She definitely would have done that. Yeah. All right.
So,
Danger comes.
Edis, Marcos, Motley, are you coming along?
Otley murmurs to Marcos. So yeah, I want to die.
I kind of figured the way you're so adamant about sacrificing yourself.
No, bad childhood. Don't want to see a little girl die. You know how it goes.
I did not ask, nor do I care.
You'll care eventually. Anyways, should we go after those drunks?
I do not care.
You don't care about a lot of things. How
In a
does that
matter
make
of
you feel,
days, we're going to be either forced to watch a girl sacrifice herself on a rock or take her place and potentially survive. So,
We
yes.
can't really see either or if they're running into the woods without it.
Yes,
Gaius-
and then we could also not be here when the time is right and maybe have the chance to save her.
So you're proposing we go get that quest done real quick and come back.
I have faith in Ziren's ability to convince 2 drunks and 3 drunks to wrangle them back. And honestly,
that's misplaced.
if Braun ends up dying again and is resurrected, I think I will just kill myself.
Yeesh. I got dark.
Yeah.
That's in character.
Just check wise in the future in case if it comes down to this persuasion check. Yeah, that's what I thought. It will not go over well.
The advantage of them being drunk.
A 9. Whoa.
It's not gonna go over well.
But what
So we're
about
just
my persuading you to come with?
Are we just gonna stand here, Marcos, or
I intend to get a room here and get a nice
well, if you're
rest, and then I will pursue them.
well, Nix took all my money, so actually I have 1 gold, so fucking Nix.
Zyron trying to persuade the group, 5. Nix trying to
Yeah.
persuade Zyron to join them, 21. Shit.
At disadvantage, no less.
Alright, so Marcos is making his way to the east gate.
Am I?
Is it?
No, Marcos, Motley are so far saying stay behind.
Oh, okay. I
No, I'm
misunderstood that.
asking.
It sounded like you were going one way and then changed your mind last second.
I said I'm gonna stay here, get a nice long rest, wake up in the morning, and then if they're not here, I'll go search for them.
All right.
What's Edith? Edith, what do you think? Because you don't like people splitting up. We shouldn't split the group, Edith says once more. Edith, there's this thing called back where I come home called a broken record.
Then you're from Eberron.
Yes, I've been hiding it this whole time.
Well, honestly, that is one of the possibilities that this island is somewhere in Eberron.
That's true.
Possible. Who knows? I'm going to give it ambiguous. Edith is typing. So, can I use persuasion? Edith says.
You can make the attempt, but it'd be better if you bring up a sound argument.
Yeah. See, they've already walked away, or not walked away. They've ran away, actually.
And currently, you got Mr. Wishy-Washy and Shield Wall. I stand my ground.
No, I'm not Mr. Wishy-Washy. I'm the I'll see everyone's opinion inside.
So I'm just assuming that while this is going on,
Oh yeah, we have
we've almost
probably
already
reached the
arrived.
forest
Yeah,
by
yeah,
this
yeah.
point.
Okay. Yeah, just making that clear. All right.
Depends on how far the forest is, but like
Or how long they deliberate, I guess. Yeah. All right.
we're gonna be in combat for 10 rounds and then they'll show up.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Yeah, that's what it sounds like. All right.
I'm trying to see what Edith says, because like Motley's not opposed to going after them. It's just like he's kind of slow. He's in heavy armor. And 30 feet.
Which doesn't affect anything.
Eh,
I'd say just make a decision, bro. Say you're going, and we can keep this.
Edith, I'm not opposing going after them. Go tell it to the guy that's buying a room.
So Edith says my argument is not splitting the group and our oath that we took
Oh,
for Marcos.
Yeah, why are you calling me Mr. Washington? Lord? Fuck
I
you.
mean, if anything, the other ones that split the group, they ran off drunk into a forest. Make that argument to them. You'd have to catch
Oh
them first,
god,
though.
that's not gonna go over well.
They're drunk. They're not going to listen.
And it's not much of a group, is it?
Spawn. If you're gonna roll persuasion, I'm not gonna listen to it.
So-
Hold on, let's pause here. I'm trying to understand what Edith is trying to say here. So the argument is not splitting the group, and the oath you guys took. So that's a pretty convincing argument, but which oath are you referring to?
Fellowship?
I assume it's fellowship, but I want to be sure. That's what he's saying. Or that's what she is saying.
Yeah.
All right. Edith, did you make the adjustment to your stat line because you now have the breastplates of Mitros?
Telling you right now, you're gonna have to convince me. Like, really fucking convince me.
Yep, you did. Perfect. And I like how you did it. You did it correctly. Nice. Alrighty. So, you'll be able to roll with advantage because you have a sound argument.
2 4s. Oh, never mind.
Alright. So, Marcos.
Mm-hmm.
He just brings up a very sound argument that if they ventured off into God knows where and did God knows what, and they don't come back, how are we to continue onwards? What if they find something and it then becomes lost because they didn't make it back?
See, that's a good point, right? And here's my counterpoint. Maybe they shouldn't have done that in the first place.
They're also drunk. And not sound of mind.
So you expect me to chase a drunk through the forest in the middle of the night?
One, you don't know anything about a forest as far as I'm aware.
They were told us about the forest.
They were screaming about a forest, by the way.
Okay, screaming about a forest. All right. Then, two, when you guys came here, there wasn't a forest like right beside the place, so it would take them several hours to get to a forest.
Not to mention, one's a monk, one's a minotaur, and one's a centaur. I'm not gonna be able to catch him regardless.
Another argument, since Edis has been with you the whole entire time, and I assume it would pop up, how the hell are we supposed to sacrifice ourselves if half of us are gone?
That is a good point. And there's not much we can do about that, because one, I can't catch you, and it wouldn't be on my conscience that the girl dies. If anything, she gets sacrificed, the basilisks don't come, the knights attack, I'll at least be there to defend her.
So it seems full-heartedly an 18 cannot convince Marcos.
You needed a 20.
No,
I would honestly.
The persuasion
Honestly,
is
though,
only the level of strength to the argument.
I know.
Honestly, I would have given it a 20, but I literally said in my head, if it's anything below a 20, I'm not going.
That's valid.
Because I literally went all around the city collecting as much information as I could to try and avoid this, like, apocalypse. Not apocalypse. Wait.
Writes down Kira.
Went around the entire city trying to get information how to avoid the sacrifice that's about to happen in, like, what, a few days. I come to give my argument, and they run off drunk into a forest. I feel no obligation to chase them down. I'll wait till they sober up and come back. And if not, if I end up dying trying to defend this girl, death well spent.
Kira reminds you, did you not swear an oath of service to Charistus?
Didn't she die?
Yes. I swore to help her on her life debt, and I'm pretty sure she died, didn't she?
She did die. Legally.
I don't think that's how oaths of services work.
But how does your continent's stupid oaths work then? Because everyone says, oh, the oath works this way. How?
So with
You
an
natives
oath
don't
of
tell me shit.
service, it typically falls in line with saving one's life or dying in an attempt to stop it.
So he failed.
Sorry.
She yet breathes.
I'm not opposed to chasing
And
them
let's
down. I'm just
say
saying.
that failing on an oath is not something to look lightly on.
Right. So, then I'll change it up a bit. I will stay here, get sleep, and in the morning, I will go search for them. I won't stay in town. How about that?
Why are the gods like this? At least, like, when Sidon wants to punch me in the nuts, he does it to my face.
I think we're having an 8-out adventure with a tired monk and 3 drunks.
Motley, says Kira, Sidon is one of the many who administer these punishments.
Yes, but at least he punches me in the face directly. Compared to these oaths where, like, you break it and they're like, oh, right behind your back. Ah, you're fucked. Sorry. At least I know I'm getting my punishment, you know? Not vouching for him, I'm just saying. Everything's weird here. I don't understand it. I hate not understanding. But what I do understand is that our friends are out there, and they'll very likely need help. Now,
But they will.
hold on, I'm not done yet. Marcos, you could sleep here. I don't care. If you want to wait until morning, I'm going to give them a day. I'm going to chase them for a day. If not, if I can't find them, if I can't convince them to come back, whatever, if I can't help them to come back, I will come back and help you protect Pythor's daughter. In whatever way. However, I will be going with Edis to go find our friends. But I will be back to help you defend her. That I can promise. I'm not
Mark-
swearing an oath, because your oaths are weird here. Your continent is weird.
Meanwhile, outside the East Gate, a few hours out, the group finally stops racing to the forest, and an agreement. I'm like, yeah, okay, maybe running here was not the best idea. Why don't we just stay here for the night? As Christus begins to doze off. Kind of leaned up against Brontinus.
Yeah, that sounds good to me. I'm drunk and tired. What are we doing out here?
As Christus
You
is
guys
sleeping.
tried to race to the forest.
I'd say we won.
I definitely won. And I'm out cold.
So, I'm gonna set up a fire.
Oh, right.
And we will sleep.
I'll be right back.
Right,
Alright.
new phase.
I would say this is an appropriate time to actually take a quick little break. I'm going to throw up a quick little intermission. I'm going to grab some snacks, drinks, etc. If everybody does the same, we'll be back in about 5-10 minutes.
Gotcha.
And we're back. So, Motley, Edis, Kira, and Marcos. What is the decisions you've come to?
Did you miss my whole badass speech?
No, I didn't. But I do want you to come to the decisions
Great.
for each individual player.
Just fine.
So
I'll go
you were
look for
gonna
them in
go.
the morning.
Yes.
He was going to wait till the morning. And Edis.
He's dead.
Might want to go, Kira. You might miss an excellent story.
Oh, she pieced.
I'm not gonna let the other bard one up me.
Edith says, well, I guess I'll see you later then.
Yeah. See you later.
I just don't know which way Edis is going.
She's going to the. Going
She's
with him, I
going
believe.
with us. She's going to try and find us.
All right.
I would be the only one staying.
And enter lonely Marcos montage, like sitting by the window and like sitting with like a hot tea, just like looking whimsically
Hey,
at the
Marcos.
window.
Mm-hmm.
1 gold.
One what?
1 gold.
Good.
One.
Got it.
Everybody else, you're out camping.
It's fun.
Kira, Edis, and Motley, you do catch up with them. But by the time you get there, you can see that they're fast asleep or somebody's on watch.
Who's on watch?
Good,
Probably
you guys are
Dragon.
here.
Yeah.
Wait,
Can one of you?
fucking Dragonlords, Motley says. Alright, I'll keep watch.
Before you can say that, he's already asleep.
Oh, I'm talking to Edith.
And
I know.
yeah, Edis is
Oh,
taking
okay.
second watch.
Gotcha.
All right. And with that, everybody gets another long rest.
Yay.
Really.
So if you didn't have full hit dice, you certainly do now. All right, and you all awaken to your usual, or in this case, not so usual morning routine. You're not plagued by a nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
That includes you, Marcos.
Hmm.
What's that? What's that?
Maybe they all
Death.
died, and now I'm free from this.
What's that? What's that goddess up to now? Fucking with my dreams.
Alright. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Carissus wakes up, ew, and pushes Brotnus away.
You gotta get me drunk. Close to you.
I wonder what we did last night.
I
By
don't want to know.
by the way, Motley, Edis, that's Nyx. As I point to the strange elven man that nobody probably recognized.
Well, changeling's gotta change.
Ah, yes, hello. The name is Mirrodin.
No identity?
It is who I am now.
Okay. You be you, buddy. Accept your change.
I like
Accept
your
your
new
change.
accent.
Do you do? In your heart?
Anyways,
I mean, we're in a forest. Being an elf may not too bad.
Maybe.
I like your ears
So-
now.
wait, where's Marcos?
He was gonna stay the night, and actually, I completely forgot what his choice was out of character.
coming. I was waiting for you.
To come look for us in the morning.
Yeah, he was gonna come by in the morning, which is now actually. So he's probably like making his way over.
Well,
After having a nice breakfast, walking around the city a little bit, enjoying the peace.
oh yeah, he's not coming here for
Yeah.
hours. Got it. So while he does,
shall we get moving?
Yeah,
to
sounds good.
where, as I point both directions.
The girl, we're trying to find the girl. She's somewhere in the forest.
And the forest is ahead of you guys.
All right.
It's about another
Hopefully
another hour's trek.
Hopefully this only takes a few hours. So I assume we're not waiting for Marcos then.
We can't. She's in danger. We've already waited too long.
Yeah. Montley, Edis, ready? Yep. All right. Everyone's ready to keep moving. Let's go.
Alrighty, let's go then.
I'm gonna help you guys out for the day. If it takes more than a day, I have to go back and defend Pyther's daughter. But I promise Marcus.
And so you head south. Into the Old Wood.
Wait, isn't the old? Wait, we left the east gate.
Yep.
Okay.
You left the east gate and then traveled south.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Temple.
That makes sense.
That's just a temple you find deep inside the Old Woods.
Can I tell who it's from?
Nope.
What? Couldn't I make a religion check?
You may.
16.
You do not know of a god that would be around here. Or that this would be in reverence to.
Are you sure not Tylia?
But you do know that the Old Wood is an ancient... Well, everybody who's in and around here has heard the stories that the Old Wood is an ancient forest that lies in the center of the Heartlands, surrounded on all sides by fields and farms, as you guys kind of noticed as you guys are moving. It's mostly ancient oak and walnut trees. But what's interesting is that once they got to this much development, they haven't continued growing out towards this part of the forest. They just stopped.
Well,
Do you mind if we
Go ahead. Give me and Edis some time to refine the tracks.
Do you mind if
I need a
check out
survival
that?
check.
I assume Edis would help, so advantage. Yes, Edis. Yep. No, Edis.
As they find those tracks.
24.
As they find those tracks, can I investigate the temple real quick? Unless it's like a whole
Well,
big thing.
we're getting there. I'm only pointing that out to you because the tracks lead to that temple.
Oh, my bad.
It's just so you guys could see it.
Okay.
And for the stream, that is what they end up finding. So it takes you the better part of a day to follow those tracks in towards what looks like ancient ruins.
So better part as in
Eventually,
like half a day.
you come to a shadowy clearing in the woods. As the forest grows dark around you, with barely any light making its way through the canopy, you hear the birds and beasts clamoring beyond every bush. And eventually the path you are following seems to disappear into the underbrush. You emerge into a dimly lit clearing, surrounded on all sides by oak trees. The forest suddenly grows quiet. You can hear something crashing around through the brush ahead of you. A young girl bursts into the clearing, breathing hard, tears streaking down her dirt-caked face. She looks stunned to see you. You! Are you really here? Please help! You hear more crashing sounds from the forest as 6 hideous creatures emerge into the clearing. They are 6 goat-headed creatures with cloven hooves. One of them laughs harshly. Give us the sweetling. We've had dinner, but she'll make a fine dessert.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, me and Edis are already at this girl's side.
Guess we're all gonna do initiative now.
Alright, just give me a sec here. I just need to make sure that the map and stuff loads properly and we can square all that stuff away.
Oh, look at that, a good initiative for once.
Yeah, without selecting your token.
Again.
That's okay, I can right click and add that, but that's
I know. It's just, yeah. Lord knows it's I keep forgetting.
That's why he told us to wait a sec.
I bet. I bet.
I'm just checking another map to see which map I'm supposed to use, if I'm even supposed to use a map. Apologies on the waiting.
All I can imagine is that we walked into a Naruto battle map. From
That's what it feels
Why?
like.
this, because it's a large circular clearing
Oh, okay, right. Yeah,
From-
just
from the
yeah.
Storm games. Large circular clearings.
Oh, were we supposed to be on a different map?
That's what I'm
We
saying.
possibly will be.
They find a large circular clearing to fight everywhere now. So that's a good point. Every forest is a large circular
Battle map.
Not
What's
only
the
that,
battle?
just the storm games was always just either village square or large circular something.
You're right.
Storm.
Ninja Storm.
Games, I don't know that.
I really wish all this stuff would load a lot faster.
It's all good, but we know.
I love like upon like seeing these monsters, our immediate thought we're like, okay, go fuck yourself. We're gonna kill you now. I love it. Do it. Looks like we're gonna be back at the end of the day, boys.
That's what
Yep.
I'm imagining we walked into. It's just that.
Oh, thanks. I hate it.
Yeah.
You
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, cool. So, we're not even on a battle map. Sounds cool to me.
Oof.
All right, everybody, drag your token to the "You Are Here" marker.
To the square?
Right there. You were there.
Okay. I dragged him out, but it's not showing up. Go.
And this module doesn't come with like just a generic battle map.
Nope.
Disgusting.
And this is that lady who was all like,
Scout.
help me.
She's from TF2? Oh man.
All right, I guess I gotta bring out Carista, say.
Yeah. Like right there. There we go. Yeah, bundle up, everyone.
I see. Edith's friend behind to her side.
Typical Archer.
All right, everybody. Please get your initiative squared away.
Yes, sir.
Brontinus, you can manually put it in. Perfect.
I just.
Hey, I didn't roll as torchlight this time.
Yay!
Good.
Granted, there were no torches.
Oh no, Motley. No.
Oh, good job, Goatlings.
I thought the initiative up above was the goat.
Oh my god. Maybe it's the girl.
No. It just says goat. Wham, 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 wham.
All right, and without further ado, combat ensues.
Edis needs to be added to the initiative track.
I could have swore I saw her on there, but cool, I'll go fix that.
And then if the girl needs to be added, she needs
She
to be
doesn't.
added too. Okay.
I guess we're going descending, huh?
That's usually how that works.
Just making
Is
sure it's,
she finally on?
Yes. There we go.
Okay.
Neat.
Don't you know this combat we go in the opposite order round? So, it's
Motley.
Motley first.
Yeah.
I wish we had our shield wall here.
All the goats begin looking at each other and laughing and cackling and begin pointing at you, launching insult after insult. Get lost, you pathetic starvelings. Your face inspires me to vomit. You are a plagued sore on the ass of a pig. One of the goatlings actually points to what's his name? Zyron. Bald legs, na 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 na, bald legs. And the last one is fish-faced assassins of joy. And you all are vicious mockeried.
I just look over to Nyx as all of this is going on. Hate
Everybody,
in my
wisdom
eyes.
saving throws.
How does it feel?
Well, like the words hurt.
How does it feel, Nix? Because I feel nothing.
You may feel something. We'll see what the
I
DC
probably
is.
Yeah, I probably feel something.
What is the DC, Ron?
Well, let's see. Oh shit!
don't I
Everybody
get-
passes.
Oh, right on.
Just gonna make sure I gotta roll Charistus to be fair.
So an 11
Nope,
pass?
I just rolled initiative by accident. What was Charistus's initiative? It was 4.
It doesn't before
It
it's
was
still in the
4.
same order.
I just don't want to confuse myself.
Okay.
Wisdom. Oh, look, 15. All right, so everybody's good, and this isn't actually vicious mockery because it has different effects, but it's more or less the same thing.
right?
Okay. That explains such a low DC then.
And they all move in. Actually, no, they don't. They all pull out their slings and begin hurling rocks at you guys.
Sticks and stones, huh?
All right,
Yeah.
Motley. 12.
But your words will never hurt me.
Yeah. That's a miss.
Nyx. 14.
14 hits.
All right.
Damn, bro.
That's 5 points of bludgeoning damage as a rock just sails towards you.
His kneecap.
All right. To Charistus. 9. No go. To Brontinus. A 10.
Oh, thank God.
And then the last one I think is Edis. Is Edis the only one who hasn't been hit yet? Oh, and there's Zyron. Okay. So there's 2 more. So Edis, 23.
Oh,
as the rock sails towards Edis. And she takes 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
God.
And the last one's Zyron for 24. Any reactions that I
God.
need to be aware of?
No.
Okay.
Catch missile.
For 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh wait, catch missile. I have it. I can use it.
Is it level 4? Oh wait, no, it's level 3. I'm sorry.
I have it. Oh my
What does it
Oh,
do?
god.
it's sick.
Sorry. I haven't used this because thank you, Alex. So I can use my reaction to deflect the missile. When you do take damage from an attack, it is reduced by 1d10 plus my dex mod, plus my monk level.
Okay.
Alright.
So that's 5.
So I'm 3. My dex mod is 3, so
Oh,
6. So
6.
1d10 plus 6.
All right, you catch
So
the
it's
rock
hard to use.
in the hand that doesn't hold the javelin.
Sick.
You catch a rock. Just
Okay, so how much was the damage? 5?
yeah, you catch it.
So 12. If you reduce the damage to 0,
0,
you
you
can
catch
catch it. You can spend 1 key point.
Do you want to throw it back?
To throw it back. Yeah.
Sure. You know what? First time I'm using this feature, I'll throw it back at the
Sick.
bastard.
All right,
Sick,
roll
sick.
Nice.
1d20 plus your dex mod. Plus 2.
Nice.
So that's 1d20
I'm just gonna
plus 5.
roll. I'm just gonna roll an unarmed attack
Nice.
because it's treated as a monk weapon. So
Sweet.
Well, be the sling damage then.
no, I do my damage. I'm pretty sure. And the missile counts as a monk weapon for the attack. Yeah.
Either way, it's the exact same damage. So
Yeah. Yeah.
Goatling takes 4 points of damage as you huck it in the, and it smacks the score in the face, and it's bleeding profusely.
How's he reacting to having his own stone thrown back at him?
Not good, as he's clutching his face in pain. All right, Brontinus, your move.
Rage. Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to do that, throw that on. And then I'm going to recklessly attack this goatling here. Oh, yeah, that one's already... Wow, 4th fuck, okay.
Because of break in your new axe.
You already... No, I'm not gonna bust that out, because I can't hold that two-handed, or one-handed.
You can use 2 hands on it and not use the shield.
Yeah, but then I don't get my +2 to my armor, to my AC.
I mean, second half
and
damage
frankly-
already. Well, some would say that's an trade.
But he's already got a shield on, is what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Unless you don't.
No, I do. I've been rocking shield and battle axe one-handed.
No, that's not what I mean.
That's
When you
like-
travel, you typically don't have your shield already strapped to you. You would strap
The
it to
only
you when you're
person-
ready for battle.
Which
The
we
only-
were...
You guys were just venturing through the woods looking for shit.
I'm the
No.
only one who does it because of my class saying that I live with a shield. Like it says it's a living extension of myself.
I mean, that's okay, but like we were going out specifically to go and find this girl, and I would assume there'd be danger, and so I always travel with my shield.
Cool.
At least that's how it. Yeah.
No worries. It just means that if you ever want a great axe, you have to spend the action at the beginning of the turn.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, so you move up to a goat, attack recklessly,
Yep.
roll for damage, and it's killed outright from the initial impact, let alone the severing of the strike.
Right.
Zyron, your move. If you're wondering, if you want to position yourself between 2 of them, you can, because there's a 5-foot space between goatlings. Just so you have a better understanding. So like you can move in between one, but there's no way you can get 3.
Okay, so there's one here, 5-foot space, one here.
Yep.
God damn it. and you can't move between attacks.
Nope.
Or can you?
Well, actually, you can. You can in 5th
Yeah.
edition.
Yeah. Cool. So it didn't matter.
Cool.
So I will pull out my javelin and attack this one.
Okay. And you fumble horribly.
Wow.
Jeez.
All
Hey,
right.
can I use my reaction to
You may.
write another verse?
Rolled a 1 on damage.
I will go to try to punch that one. 6 damage
You
with a 17
punch it
hits.
square in the jaw, and you just see its jaw just unhinge, and it just falls and hits its head on a rock. Blood pours out from its pores, or its orifices in its face.
And that's it for me.
All right, Nyx.
Alrighty. Nyx can't do a whole lot.
Vicious
So-
Mockery, the one who I threw a rock back at it.
Meta.
You know what? That would be
How is that?
hilarious. So that is what he's going to do.
How was that
Now to
meta?
think of
You just gave him a suggestion at a character.
But no, which one's the one that threw an insult at him? Was it this one?
The one
Or
who
is it
threw
already
an
dead?
insult at Nyx, or the one who threw an insult at Zyron?
At Nyx.
At Nyx, this
Who
one.
insulted Nyx? Alrighty. Nyx looks to that one and says, "Are you sure you're not looking in front of a mirror, my friend?"
I thought he was gonna hit him with a classic "No you."
Aw.
It would have been hilarious if he killed him via Vicious Mockery.
Oh,
All right, he takes 1 point of psychic damage
Aw,
and has
yeah.
disadvantage on his next attack. As he struggles over the pain of that insult. Anything else?
Not even match. Fuck.
I keep forgetting. No, that's all.
All right, Edis, your move.
he pinged this one.
All right, roll for damage.
I feel like this is a quest we were supposed to pick up.
As you knock an arrow, it flies out of your bow's silent song and lands square in the eye of the goatling, killing it on impact. So it drops down dead. Anything else, Edis? Okay. Charistus. She does not like goatlings. As she takes her spear and charges at the one who insulted her.
Oh,
Can she finally hit something with her two-handed spear when she charges?
No.
The answer is yes. Hold on one sec, guys.
it's all good.
All right, and she causes 7 points of piercing damage, impaling the goatling, kind of running it through, and then thrusts it off of her spear.
Damn, dude.
All right, Motley.
He doesn't have enough time to bring out his shield. That's fine. He's just gonna two-hand his warhammer. Before he goes off with this goatling, he tells Edith, "Stay with the girl, please." So yeah, walks on over and attempts to bludgeon this man to death. Oh my god!
Yeah.
All right, roll for damage. Yeah, you just smother him all over your hammer.
Yeah, I just cave his head in, I imagine.
Yeah, that goatling, no bueno. Keep in mind, these things are like 3 foot tall. Yeah, they're not big.
We bullied gnomes, basically.
I really feel like there should be like a really big one that steps out of the. They're like these got decimated.
This might have been a first
All
level
right,
quest or
this
something.
goatling proceeds to run into the trees.
Can
Brontonus, your move.
I make it?
It used the disengage action to run, so you can, as you move faster than it.
I will.
All right, Brontonus, you run up to this poor, terrified goatling that has its face all bloodied up from the stone that was thrown back at him. What do you do?
I'm gonna grapple it. I'm gonna reach down and grab the little fucker.
Okay. Make an unarmed
How do I-
attack.
Okay, I'm gonna all out unarmed attack.
Okay.
Can we just subtract? Can I just roll a? Because I don't know.
Just roll your attack roll and I'll subtract from it.
Alright, there we go.
All right, and you successfully grab the goatling. All right, everybody can clearly see that Brontonus has this goatling in his hands. But wait, what are you grabbing him with?
Did you drop your hand axe?
I didn't.
Then how do you have arms to grab it?
All right. Well, let's call that an attack roll then. And
Just roll damage
sliced.
then.
Yeah, he's sliced to bits.
You chop off
Yeah.
his legs.
You just brutally murdered that goatling in a fit of rage.
Okay. And then you see me like bend over its body and like full on scream, "Where's the horn?"
I say we have 12. We have 12 right here.
They're all dead. Oh, shit.
You can't interrogate them with their whatever.
Yeah, I
So
know, but I'm
Yeah.
pointing out
Yes.
that each one has 2 horns.
Yeah. Miss, are you okay?
Oh, thank you so much.
Your father is very worried about you. What happened?
You see, I ventured into the old wood to look for my friends who've been kidnapped, and well, as you can see, they kind of found me.
Are you the vineyards farm?
Yes, I'm
daughter.
Theracles' son. I mean, daughter. Fuck.
It's okay to be confused at this age, young lady. We understand. No problem.
Hey,
You seem very masculine, if that's what you're going for. Very
Don't worry, I'm
pretty,
fine
if
with that.
that's not.
Chris is like,
Bronze,
can't you
bronze.
see she's a worried child?
Yep.
She's clearly not thinking straight.
Yep. How old does this person look?
13-ish.
Jesus.
Yeah, like
All right.
teenager.
Got it.
And she says that her
What's your name?
friends have also been kidnapped.
Yep.
Where are your friends?
She
Wait,
just
one thing at a
points
time, bro.
into the distance.
First, I will hand her some food rations.
Oh, thank you so much.
What's your name, miss?
She just said it.
Karina.
Ditch. Okay, sorry, I didn't hear.
Karina, it's not safe to leave you here or to send you back to your father, so I think you must come with us to find your friends.
Stick
Repeat
with us
that?
and
Sorry,
we'll do
it didn't come in clear for me.
Just, It's not safe for you to go back to your father on your own, nor for us to leave you here. So you'll just have to come with us while we find your friends.
Karina explains that she knows how to fend for herself, and that she spent many years tracking, hunting game, and she's fairly able to defend herself, but not against such a large number of assailants.
Well, if you could lead us to your friends and hang back while we take care of any other things.
It just sounds like, if
She's
you come with
genuinely
us,
scared for her life.
then don't leave our side. But it's good to know you can take care of yourself when we are trying to save your friends. We won't have to worry too much about you.
Meanwhile, Marcos, you head to the east gates.
Well, he doesn't. He's going to seek an audience again.
Yeah, that was something I was gonna do.
Okay, let's revisit
that's probably
Marcos here real
true.
quick. So Marcos, you're in Estoria. What are you doing?
Probably wake up, get breakfast, and
about
I'd
noon.
probably try again to get an audience with the king or any of his advisors.
Not happening.
Not happening.
No.
And I'm
It's not
assuming the Knights of Fucko are still there, right?
Yep.
Hmm.
If by fucko you mean Sidon.
I knew you'd catch on. When did they say that the sacrifice was supposed to
Full moon.
happen? Full moon? What was last night's moon?
It wasn't full, but it wasn't half.
Wasn't full. It wasn't half.
Somewhere
If
between.
I'm no astrologist. I can't know exactly the moon phases, but if I had to take a gander at it, how much time do you think I would
A
have?
couple days at most.
Couple days at most, and at the least.
Could be tomorrow.
I will go out for a day to the east gate and look for them. If I can't find them by the end of it, I'm returning.
Okay, where are you gonna look? Because as you head out the east
They
gate,
said-
you stumble upon a vineyard.
A vineyard?
A vineyard.
Is
Somebody
there
who
anyone
seems
in
to
the
be working
vineyard?
it.
Alright. I'll probably go up to them and ask, hey, did you see a minotaur, a centaur, a human, another human, and another human run by here?
When? Because there was a minotaur and a human who came by the other day, and I told them about my missing daughter, how she went into the old woods. I'm afraid she's been kidnapped.
Right. You literally just answered my question. I didn't even need to ask you. Thank you, sir.
Don't you need to know where they are?
Oh, you said old wood, right?
Old woods, yes. From where
Direction?
you're standing, you can't see any trees.
Direction?
He explains that if you go that way about 3 hours, you should reach the old woods.
Thank you kindly. And I will probably make my way over there.
Okay. So you make your way into the old woods. Survival check.
Oof. That's bad.
You get lost hopelessly.
This is
You're
unfortunate.
turned around, and north looks south and south looks west, and all of a sudden, things don't make sense. You can hear some weird noises going on in this forest, but you don't know what exactly it is.
Well, I'm getting nowhere by wandering around. Might as well head towards the voices.
And that is where you stumble across something you hadn't expected. New map, everybody.
We have entered the void.
Entered the void.
Oh wow, this whole time I just had this picture of the Mossy Temple. That's hilarious. That's very fitting, but hilarious.
Uh,
Now, it is intensely dark because nobody can see anything yet. Marcos, I'm dropping you in here.
Alrighty.
Can you see anything?
I am blind.
Perfect, because that's how dark it is.
It's nighttime?
No, it's not.
Well, what the fuck did I just stumble into? It? It's like take a step and I'm covered in black.
No, as you continued deeper and deeper and deeper into the forest, it got darker and darker and darker.
I think I would have lit a torch at some point.
Which is why you can drag a torch from the lighting section.
I'm assuming the rest of us are not on this map.
Jesus.
Correct.
Fuck.
Okay,
Until
probably
you
have my
see
shield-
a bright light shine forth in the distance.
got it. So we would probably light a torch and then walk toward. Yeah, cool.
He's
Probably
just gonna
have my
attract
shield
your
out as well.
torch, though.
Yep.
This clearing is dominated by 7 large standing stones, each about twice the height of a man. The canopy is less thick here, allowing dappled light to pass through its rustling branches here and there. Small creatures occasionally dart through the carpet of the leaves blanketing the ground. Each of the standing stones is covered in splotches of fuzzy green moss. They are arranged in half circles and are cold to the touch. You sense that they have been here for a very, very long time.
Hmm. I sit. I don't see any sign of, civilization besides that. Any like campfires or shit that's been put out.
As you move closer to investigate. Hey, you! Sounds to be coming from a tree.
Hmm. Does the voice sound as annoying as it is?
Yes, it does. It sounds crazily annoying.
Hmm. Okay. I've been having a particularly bad set of days. This bodied voice. So, I suggest if you are not a helpless girl that was taken from her father, do not show yourself or I will be tempted to kill you.
As you're hitting the side of the head with a nut. Or no less. You see a squirrel standing on one of these pillars. Twice the height of a man.
I don't suppose that was you?
Yeah, and it jumps to another pillar and whips another acorn at you.
Mind if I ask why you're throwing acorns at me, little thing?
Away! Away! And it just starts throwing more at you. And he begins babbling incessantly.
What if I would have taken another step forward? Would you throw another acorn at me?
Another acorn at you.
Doing that is not going to make me want to take any steps backwards. You know that, right? Maybe you explain why you don't want me to get closer. I might actually listen to you.
He seems to be whispering to himself. Or it seems to be whispering to itself, because it is a squirrel. You can't tell its gender from here.
Not many people get the chance or opportunity to speak with a squirrel.
It seems to have run out of nuts, and it just jumps to another pillar.
I will take another step forward and ask if you can give me a definitive reason why I should not keep moving forward. I will not move forward again.
It moves to
One
that
that's-
pillar here and begins scouring for acorns from the tree.
I'll take one of the acorns he threw at me and toss it up to him.
Lands on the pillar. He jumps down, grabs it, and chucks it back at you.
That's what I thought.
Surprising good proficiency with acorns.
Who are you, by the way? You know, besides the nameless squirrel.
Harkus. The name's Harkus.
Harkos.
What a cutie.
Another acorn.
All right.
Probably the most annoying part of
Harkos.
this is that if you actually wear a helmet, the ding and the vibration that it makes right around your ears.
Yeah, I'm trying really hard to contain myself and not chuck a fucking throwing axe at this guy, but... Hello, Harkos. Do you mind
It's
explaining
Harkus.
to me what this... Say that one more time.
It's Harkus.
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 Ding.
Sorry, let me say it this way. Harkus.
Yes,
Do
it's
you mind
Harkus.
explaining... Harkus. Do you mind explaining to me what this place is?
No.
Why?
Ding. And it jumps to another one. Here, it seems to have gathered a few acorns.
You know why I shouldn't be here? Because I'll leave if I find a girl that was taken by... Fuck, I don't even know what I'm looking for. Okay, so an old man that runs a winery.
Don't know
Apparently
an
his
old man.
daughter got... Apparently his daughter got kidnapped by something.
You can see he's now
He
like,
didn't-
or it's now like putting as many acorns as it can in its mouth, and its mouth seems to be stretching and stretching and stretching and stretching. More than a squirrel does.
I'm gonna kind of like lift my shield up to kind of block the next incoming volley of acorns, but yeah, apparently there's a girl wandering around here that was taken hostage or whatever. If you've seen her, if you can point me in the direction.
As if he begins like rapid firing acorns at you.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is getting nowhere. If you have any useful information, feel free to, tell me. I'm just gonna keep walking. Actually, is there anything else I can investigate about these pillars?
What do you do to investigate? Are you touching them? Are you just looking at them? What are you doing?
I don't know. If there are any
You're cutting out.
are there any you're cutting in and
I
out,
can
yeah.
hear you now.
Sorry, hold on one sec. Come on, Discord, load. Load. Hello. Testing.
Hello. Hello.
Perfect. Much better?
Yeah.
Hey, I want
Should
to
give all
investigate if they have
players
any distinct
vision.
markings
Nah.
on them or any scriptures.
Nope, they are stone pillars.
Just stone pillars. Does it look like there's anything attached to the tops of them? Like, was there any
Well, they're covered in
roof
green
or?
moss, so it's hard to tell.
Right. Squirrel, before I leave, do you plan on giving me any relevant information that would make me leave this part of the forest any faster?
Yes.
If you're gonna throw another acorn at me, I'm just gonna walk away.
He spits it at you. No touching! And he jumps onto you. And begins to try and bite you.
If it's possible, if I can pick him up by the scruff of his neck,
Make an attack roll.
unarmed.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, is that just straight strength for me right now? Or
Yep.
what?
As he manages to skirt around you and he goes to bite you.
Try it again. Oh, wow.
What if
Yeah,
this
he's
is
an
new-
agile little squirrel, but you're too heavily armored for him to find any good place to bite. As you hear him gnawing away at some of your armor.
It's a stalemate.
Am I eventually gonna catch him with any of these fucking rolls?
I don't know. Depends if he bites you first. You're gonna have to wait. Oh, he successfully bites you, and you take 1 point of damage.
Oh, shit. Did that
As
18
you
get
begin
him?
to bleed. Oh, yeah, you managed to get him with the 18, but he has to catch up in attack rolls. Okay, now he's caught up.
He's caught.
Got it.
He's now grappled. His turn. He goes to bite your finger.
No.
He's unable to.
I'm gonna give you one last chance to say something useful before I snap your neck.
Go ahead, do it, I dare you. You'll regret it.
You know what? Actually, you might be absolutely right. If I do kill a talking squirrel in an ancient forest, that might end up causing some bad karma. So how about, instead, I just knock you out? Does that sound better?
Are you gonna knock him out, or are you just waiting for his response?
Oh, no, I'm gonna knock him out.
Okay, make an attack roll.
22.
All right. You knock out the squirrel, and poof! You're holding a 3-foot gnome. Thank you. I've been trapped in that form for ages. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. How can I repay you?
Well, hang on. Let's sit down for a second. I'm trying to wrap my head around what just happened. What's your name?
Oh, my name's Harkus.
Harkus.
Yes, I'm
Right.
a druid.
Right.
You know, I'm actually one of the druids of the Old Woods, you know.
Interesting.
Yes, I was actually having a tea with a dryad when what was it happened? I don't really remember, but next thing I knew I was a squirrel and I couldn't control myself. So I have to
Interesting.
thank you.
You know what? Absolutely no problem. I heard those dryads can be real pain sometimes.
Oh, they're a little tricky, but this one's kind of cute. He raises
Oh,
both
I
of his
see.
eyebrows.
Ah, that's how they got you. Right. Quick question. As a squirrel, do you remember anything that happened here? Like in your squirrel body or anything?
Not really.
Alright, do you remember a girl getting kidnapped by just being taken and sounds like it's being against her will?
Nope, not in the slightest. At this point, the rest of the group come in.
Alright, so what is this place besides, the Great Wood? Like, what's with these pillars?
Oh, well, this is the ancient ruins of the Moss Temple.
Ancient ruins of Moss Temple. That is interesting.
You said we come
As
into
I'm-
this scene.
Yes, I'm dragging everybody's tokens in.
Right.
I can only go
You
so
think you
fast.
could give me, like, a brief history lesson of
Yes.
what happened here?
The Fae don't like us going too close, so I haven't been too close.
Right.
It's more their
Okay.
temple, if you know what I mean.
Temple to who?
Got it. Oh, yep, those are my compatriots. Ignore them for now. As far as thanks can go for you guys helping you out this form, would you mind? I guess you've been here a while, right? Yes. No.
Well, I think a lot of times passed. I don't really remember. It's hard to say.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, what's the year of your gods then? Sorry. What's the most major event that you can think of that's happened?
The flowering of the ochre lilies.
Right. Better question. Do you remember the treaty between the gods and the Titans?
Yes, those happened some hundreds of years ago.
Right. Better way to gauge how old you think, how much time has passed. How much time do we still have on those peace treaties?
I don't know.
Fair enough. No one ever knows. Well, I guess it really doesn't matter how long you've been here. Anyway, hope we just pull this as an IOU favor.
Well, if you're going to the temple, it's just you don't.
Oh.
The fairies aren't too kind.
All right.
To
Fine,
intruders.
not too kind.
Who do they serve?
Right.
The fairy
I'm gonna
court.
turn.
Very cool.
And who might you be, trespassers?
A friend of his. Well, yeah.
Is everybody moving their tokens to a place where they can see?
By the way, can you see my token?
Well,
Yeah, I
Motley
can
has
see.
dark vision, so he can see it.
No. Like I can't see my own token.
What?
Yeah, I can see you.
Get rid of me and let me drag myself back on. Like, put myself right here.
You can delete your own token, you know.
But I can't see it. That's the thing. Like I couldn't
Mm,
see my own token.
That's weird.
Hey, is Aaron? You doing? Anyways, yeah, we're friends of his. Winston Marcos.
We're looking for
What?
some endangered children. Where are they?
Hey, Roan, do I see two
don't know.
Edises, or is that a mistake?
There's 2 Edises? Where?
Yeah, that thing.
Oh, what? There's an Edis over there.
There's two.
There
of them.
seems to be multiple Edises over there.
What is going on? Delete. 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 Little reference.
Theory,
to
did
Blue
you
Monkey.
try dragging out your token when it was complete darkness?
All right. But yeah, as I said for the third time, friend of Marcos, and yes, we are looking for lost girls.
Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna be much help with that, considering he was a squirrel for I don't know how long. And you're so lucky I'm very patient, because I almost killed you.
It's okay. The way polymorph spells work is usually the polymorphy will survive the damage, but not always. Gotta
Trust
be really
me.
careful with that.
If I wanted you dead, you would have died.
Are you a cleric or what are you?
Little,
I'm a
Druid.
little,
druid.
cre-
Oh,
Druid of
I
the
knew
old
it.
woods.
little
you have-
creature. Who do you know would be culprits? Stolen children.
Hold on, guys.
Typically
hold on,
in these
hold on.
woods.
I gotta solve
Alright.
a technical issue here. I see what's going on. Theory, did that fix it? Okay, I'm gonna save your token now to your character sheet because I think it didn't have vision. Which is weird.
Mm.
Alright, so I take it you guys continue to interrogate the druid Hercus?
Yes.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
noted like, oh, Drew, that's interesting. Well, Brontis was like, do you know who's suspect of stealing children?
The fairies?
Do you know where some Satyrs would be? Where they would make them home in this forest?
Satyrs aren't fairies, so not here.
The child said that they were held here.
Child? What child?
She's not with us.
She's not with you.
Who's supposed to watch the child?
He said she was gonna run back home, Bron, if you were paying attention.
Oh, okay. I thought she was coming with us anyway.
She didn't like that idea.
Either way, she told us that they were here. Now let us see this fate.
I mean, there are temples ahead, but I don't recommend it.
Right.
Dave, I-
I agree with him. Let's head back and
Do-
hopefully try and stop a girl from being
do-
sacrificed.
Do any half-goat people live inside this
Oh,
forest?
the goatlings.
Yeah, how about them?
Oh, they're just childish pranksters.
Yeah, well, those childish pranksters just said that they were about to eat a human girl, so where would they make camp?
They eat human girls?
They were wanting to.
Oh, I think you missed a metaphor. They were probably going to rape her.
They would never.
That's still bad.
I don't think.
A lot can change.
How about you just tell us where they might be, and we will
The
sort it out
temple.
with them.
You can
I'm
see
going to
there's
go
a
consult
clear
these
ruins
Fae.
of a temple in the distance.
Yeah.
Okay, so if they're just at the temple, thanks.
I do have a question before we go, Mr. Druid. These pixies, or not pixies, fairies, you said, are they violent?
Question: are tieflings?
Yes.
You have your answer. Now, if you'll
Well
excuse
done.
me, and he turns into a bird and flies away.
See ya.
Hope he doesn't get stuck this time.
Motley comments as he keeps walking, like, man, if I wasn't a cleric, I would definitely want to be a druid. Seems much more drama laced.
Well, it's never too late to change professions.
I mean, you're not wrong. Maybe Tylia, the goddess, would let me. Who knows?
Well,
For
I
the
am not
quiet-
about to go crawl through a temple when we have other pressing matters.
Oh, you weren't there. Oh, we found the girl, but she mentioned her friends were still kidnapped.
Right. You did your little quest. You found the girl. And now we have to go save another girl.
Those who wish to go,
Marcos.
then go with Marcos. I am going to go
Hold on, guys. Wait up.
Find these young
Leave,
children.
odds are my plan will fail, and
Yep.
Everybody's lagging on my end. Is
Oh,
anybody
okay.
else hearing that?
No.
Okay. All right, that should have fixed it. All right, let's continue. Charistus wants to remind Marcos that, well, these hooved little critters are apparently the culprits for their stealing the Horn of Belmetria, and that's kind of our big, grandiose 3 labors that we have to do. So, got a drink from it.
yeah, that's
Look,
important. I
God
know it
knows
is,
what's happening
but
to
if I
these
had to choose
children.
between the-
We
yeah,
don't
if I
have
had to
time
choose
to
between the
argue.
labors- if I was to choose between the labors of the gods and saving an innocent girl, I think I'd, storm the gods' wrath and try and save the girl.
Marcos, think about this. If we can get this done soon enough and go back, then we can stop it. We just have to be back by nightfall.
We have at best a few
Then
days until the
leave,
warband gets
but-
here.
Then leave. But by that
Agreed.
point, you are leaving the fellowship. We are looking for these children. They are much younger than Pythor's daughter.
Yes, but there's an entire city at stake.
By the way, Braun is
If-
leaving now. He's not sticking around for this conversation.
Yeah, I'm
like,
walking
on
with
his way.
Braun as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everybody but Marcos was ready to troop ahead. Everybody pause.
Yeah.
So I can bring everybody together.
Marcus, I said by nightfall, so I still gotta stick to my promise, but gotta go. Or by day, whatever.
Marcos, what do you do? You
For
stick with
now,
the group,
I'll
or do you leave?
For now, I'll stay with them. But I'm not going inside the temple. I'm staying out here. If we get caught in a trap and we get stuck somewhere, it's fucking all for nothing. So,
The clearing grows wider as you continue eastward. Ruined architecture seems to suddenly loom over you. You realize that what you had thought were trees are actually towering pillars of fluted marble, overgrown with vines and green moss. The columns stand in 2 rows, marching towards a massive stone temple facade. The ruins are worn with unfathomable age, and several of the pillars toppled and shattered centuries ago. Dozens of gargantuan tree roots wind their way through the clearing, climbing over the fallen pillars and rupturing the walls of the temple.
From this point on, I think we should go stealth. That way we can get a surprise on anything inside.
I mean, I'll be as quiet as I can.
That's all I can ask.
Motley looks at as a heavy armor.
Just as well as you can. If we don't get the drop, we don't get the drop.
Just look tiptoe like this. Watch me crit fail. No, yeah, I was so pretty close.
All
I'm
right,
not even
so
gonna
you guys
bother to
begin to
stealth.
move slowly and carefully towards the temple.
Motley even did.
And Christus.
I'm certain her stealth score will not aid you in this endeavor.
Yeah, but we'll see. It's better than nothing once we get into the temple. Yeah, I'm gonna assume as a group we failed that. Alright. We
Hold on,
move
I'm
stealthily.
still waiting on Christus's stealth.
Oh, I thought that was Christus. That
No,
was
it was
Nyx.
I'm waiting on roll 20 to load because roll 20 is being slow. All right. You guys begin to move slowly forward, creeping ever so carefully. When all of a sudden, the roots of the ancient oak trees begin to move. And that's where we're going to end session.